Tater, man. Come out and play. Come out and play, Tater, man. Quit hiding under that stupid-ass rock you're rubbing. What are you doing, waiting on it to spit at you?
Are you scared?
You should be. Pain is coming, bitch. Get your fucking Kleenex.
30-pack of stroll, 30-pack of hoe. No Rogaine in the propane flows. The chosen one, half the living proof. With the gift of gab from the city of truth. I jabbed and stabbed and knocked critics back. And I did not stutter when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times. And still they ill and wanna see us ride. I guess because only God knows why. Why? They call me cowboy. I'm the singer in black. So throw a finger in the air. Let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back. So say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. Fuck all y'all. I like the AC/DC and ZZ Top. We'll see this beasties and the kings on rock. Skinner, Seeger, Limp, Corn, the Stones. David Allen Cole with No Show Jones. Yeah! Pass that bottle around. Got the rock from Detroit. Soul from Motown. The underground stone. Fucking pimp. With tracks that Mac and slap back the whack. Never gain away. I don't play with ass. But watch me rock with Liberace Flash. Pump rock the class. Boy bands are trash. I like Johnny Cash and Grandmaster Flash. Flash, 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 flash. They call me cowboy. I'm the singer in black. So throw a finger in the air. Let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back. So say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, I saw your band jumping around on stage like a bunch of wounded ducks. When you gonna learn, sucker? You just can't fuck with.
American badass, watch me kick. You can roll with rock or you can suck my dick. I'm a porno flick, I'm like Amazing Grace. I'm gonna fuck some hoes after I rock this place. Super fly, living double wide, sidecar my glide so Josie can ride. Full sack to share, bringing flash and flare. Got the long hair, swinging middle finger in the air. Snakeskin suit, 65 Chevelle. See me riding sin, hear the rebel yell. I won't live to tell. So if you do, give the next generation a big fuck you. Who knew I'd blow a black punk walk over? Said fuck high school, pissed on my diploma. Smell the aroma, check my hits. I know it stinks in here, cause I'm the shit. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer with black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. I'm a cowboy, badass and black, singing, hey, 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 hey. From side to side, from front to back, say, hey, 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 hey. I put Detroit City back on the map for singing, hey, 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 hey. Kid Rock's in the house and that's where I'm at. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up.
Wait. I was hoping one of you Tater fans has some Kleenex left over after wiping away all your Tater tears. But I see you done used them all up. I was hoping you had one left over you could use to wipe that shit-eating grin off Dabo Swinney's face. Dabby dabby daboo. That's fine. That's fine. Kirby Smart come up to Charlotte on September 4th and slap it off his face. That'll be just fine.
Thing is, fuck, everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you wanna justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit, let shit slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit talking that shit. It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the blood stain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better watch your back, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit, let shit slip, or you can leave it with a fat lip. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit talking that shit, so come and get it.
I especially like the fans from all these teams who couldn't beat UGA if their retarded uncle's life depended on it, showing up here trying to talk trash. Keep up the good work. Dance. Dance for me more. Dance.
All those motherfuckers, they wanna step up. I hope you know I pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break something tonight. I pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break something tonight. I pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break your fucking face tonight. Give me something great. Give me something great. Just give me something great. Watch the hip. I got your fucking face. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw. So come and get it. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit, let shit slip, or you can leave it with a fat lip. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit talking that shit. So come and can't bitch. Fuck you! I don't need this shit. You stupid sadistic abusive fucking whore. Until I can see how it feels, mommy. Here it comes, get ready to die. Oh, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and then open the make. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You must not get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You fuck, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Madness has now come over me.
All right, let's go. You people always crying about some trash talking. Let's go. 706-786-4481. 706-786-4481. The education hotline is open. Call in right now and I'll educate your dumb ass. Period. Period. It's going to be a good one. I can feel it. Super chat down below. Here's the PayPal link. There's the live show schedule. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Also in two. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou. This is Brandon, the UGA grad student calling in.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, so I obviously don't need educating because I'm already a student of the greatest university in the history of the country, University of Georgia.
Facts.
But I have seen, my dad included, the Florida fans going crazy that Cousin Eddie got a extension today.
Yeah, I mean, now first of all, extensions mean absolutely nothing. So I don't know why anybody would be mad or excited about their coach getting an extension. It doesn't mean anything at all. 99.9% of every coach in history that's ever been fired has been under contract. So it means nothing.
Yeah, and my personal conspiracy theory is that he's a lot like Harbaugh, and that they actually renegotiated his buyout, and that is secretly his last year if he doesn't produce.
Yeah, and Mullen's more likely to quit than he is to get fired anyway. I mean, the reality is Dan Mullen just hates college football, period. So it just is what it is.
Yeah, and I mean, I was excited when I heard about the extension, honestly, because as long as he's there, I mean, we lose once to him every 3 years, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I can handle that too.
Yep. Well, that's all I had today, Lou. Get to educating these mad Tater fans.
I will. Thanks for calling in, buddy, and thanks for supporting me over on the Patreon page, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, you got it, man.
All right, take it easy. All right, here's somebody that needs constant education. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Yeah, good morning. And that I am not a Tater fan, but I am a Gump.
Yes,
What's
you
up,
are.
Lou? It's Ballard.
Yeah, what's up, Ballard? What can I help you with?
Yeah, I wanted to educate the Clemson fans. They're thinking that they're going to be one of the best teams next year, but they don't know what's coming week one. I wanted to educate them on the fact that
well, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there,
Jason
because I'm not one of these people. See, this is the problem with a lot of people. Alabama, a lot of people do this. They say that a team ain't no good, then they beat them, then they brag about beating them. Okay? Now, that doesn't make any sense. Clemson is one of the best teams in America, period. They're absolutely one of the best teams in America, okay? They're still getting bent over and prison raped on September 4th, period.
Yeah.
Okay? Clemson's an amazing
That's
team.
what I'm saying.
And they're fixing to get beat down week one, period. They'll be on a 2-game losing streak. It is what it is. But all this, they're terrible. No, Clemson's amazing. Alabama fans, they do this all the time. Alabama fan go out and destroy Ohio State and then spend all offseason talking about how terrible Ohio State was. Well, what the hell are you bragging about then? Clemson's good.
Ohio State was good. Yeah.
Clemson ain't good enough to win week one. They're just playing a better team. I'm sorry. Those are just the facts.
Yeah. That's true. I know they're a great team. I mean, they've made the playoffs, 6 straight years. They've won the ACC 6 straight years. I mean, they've done all of that. Basically, anything Bama or any of these other top-tier, Power 5 teams have done. I mean, Clemson's done that and more. I was just trying to hype up some Georgia fans or whatever, and get y'all ready for that game.
You're telling me Clemson has made the playoffs 6 times and only won 2 natties? My God. Jesus Christ. Tell me more about Kirby choking 1 time in the playoffs, please. Jesus fuck. My God.
Devontae Smith. I don't know. That's all I got for you. Look at this guy. This guy's a Georgia fan. Look at this guy. It's UNCLELOU. It's going to be a great game week 1, though. It really is.
Thank you for the call, Bob, but I think you're breaking up. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Good morning, Uncle Lou. This is Edward calling, and how you doing on this awesome Tuesday night?
Doing great, Edward. Florida State's a fucking joke. They're an embarrassment. How are they in the state of Florida, a Power 5 team in the state of Florida, and they're that damn bad? How do you have the worst offensive line in America not once, but 3 years in a row? So in order to solve that, you bring in a quarterback with no good legs. I don't understand the thinking down there. What's the name of that coach y'all got now? Now, maybe he's not as bad as Willie Taggart, but he appears to be making some boneheaded decisions down there. Well, so Florida State's just a joke. Get that white boy off that fucking horse, too. This shit's getting old. Jesus Christ. You can't, there's Indian casinos everywhere down there. You can't find one Indian to put up on that horse. They pluck some popped-collared frat boy out of half a frat house down there and prop him up on that show pony and ride him out there with the flaming toothpick. This shit is getting old. Maybe that's why you're not winning any games. Did you think about that, Edward? Have you ever considered that as a possibility? Bobby Bowden's not coming back.
I believe that is a very possibility. Which brought me, I was going to ask if you think Florida State will go 7-5 or better, but
7-5 for fuck's sake, Edward. No, they're not going 7-5. They'll be lucky to make a bowl game. They're terrible. Yeah. They're terrible.
I'm going to be slamming Georgia Tech on the Munch when so I guess I'll go ahead and nail this. Ask this one. Do you think
same Georgia Tech team that beat you week 1 last year made Uncle Lou a ton of money. Florida State was a 12-point favorite against Georgia Tech week 1. What did I tell everybody? Take the nerd on the money line. You'll win 3.5 times your money. Georgia Tech went down there and embarrassed you. But you got something to say about Georgia Tech now?
Just do you think Georgia Tech will have a winning season? That's it.
If they play Florida State 12 times, they'll be 12-0.
Thank you for the education lesson, boy.
You're welcome. Don't mention it. It was a pleasure to hear from you, Edward. I really look forward to it every single day of the week. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Good morning, this is Vic Tube.
What's up, Vic Tube? What can I help you with?
First, I had a question for you.
Well, I'll provide an answer.
So I wanted to ask you. If we're doing Lou and on Thursday.
Oh my God, this is a football show. Email me that. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou, this is Mike from Kentucky. Is this Smack Talk night? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah, I think you might have stumbled into the wrong bar if you're a Kentucky fan, but go ahead.
I ain't a Kentucky fan. I was born and raised in the state of Alabama. I just live in Kentucky.
How'd you manage to get out, but no one else can?
Hey, man. Done hard time, brother.
They sent you to federal prison in Kentucky? What, you were in Leavenworth?
Eddyville, brother.
I understand.
Every year it's the same old story about how Alabama can't replace this guy, can't replace that guy. And, man, don't you people get it by now? The names and numbers may change.
How many back-to-back national titles? How many back-to-back national titles does Alabama have in the last 14 years?
Oh, just one. How many's Georgia had?
Well, that's not the point. The point is you want to talk about people saying Alabama lost this and Alabama lost that. Is that not the reason they haven't won back-to-back national titles, or is there a different reason?
Well, we're about to three-peat, brother, if you really want to know the hard truth about the matter.
Well, I've been hearing that every single year. I mean, you're three-peating every year. I mean, if I listened to Alabama fan, you'd won 127 national titles by now.
Trust me, bro. The University of Alabama's Tarzan.
Right. You've won one SEC title in the last 3 years. Congratulations. I mean, that's amazing. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Or
Georgia
2 in the last
won.
4. One. But I'm not on here saying we're winning it every year like you are, sir. You're calling it every Alabama losing every year.
We are going to win it this year.
Well, y'all say that every year, but the reality is you don't. The reality is you don't. It's happened. You have the greatest. Coach in the history of college football. You have the most talented team in America every single year. Yet you've only managed to win back-to-back national titles one time. So you call me up and say I don't understand why people are talking about all this stuff, but Alabama lost when they won a national title last year. Because normally that means you're not going to win it the next year. I mean, for Christ's sake. I mean, how many times have you even won your division in the last 4 years? 2. But now you're going to win 3 national titles in a row? Jesus Christ, man. What kind of medication did they give you in there?
Prolixin.
I don't even know what that is, but it must be pretty strong.
We're going to win 3 in a row, brother.
All right. Well, I'm writing that down. Alabama's winning 3 in a row.
Roll dadgum tide.
Yeah.
And the curse of the dog is real. Your safeties will manage to blow the season for you.
Right.
Again this year.
Yeah,
Mark my words on that,
yeah,
too.
the best returning safety
in all.
Thanks for the call. The best returning safety in all of college football, and probably the best sophomore safety in all of college football in the secondary, but somehow they're going to cost us the season again. Congratulations on not paying attention. Ray Finkel's thank you for the super chat. He says, thanks for the laughs. Thank you for the super chat. Thank these callers for the laughs, too. They're calling in here like this is some kind of a comedy show. Begging Megan, thank you for the super chat. He says, this man warned y'all about an education. Now you're crying. This ain't no after school special. Yeah, let's go. This is entertainment. This is what the people want. Every video I make that's not trash talking is filled with a bunch of comments that says, where's the trash talking? Here's the trash talking. Don't call me up and ask me about the Thursday morning show. Of course, we're doing VicTube on Thursday. Call me up and ask me about that. This is a football show. What do I say at the end of every morning show? Tune in Tuesday and Thursday nights at 10 o'clock for the call-in show. Now, that's a college football show. We talk nothing but college football. Then you call up with a question about the morning show. You should have asked what happened to the Super Duper podcast. That's what you should have asked. I wouldn't have had an answer. I don't know. It's supposed to come on every Monday. Try to find yesterday's. In fact, that's your homework. Go find yesterday's Super Duper podcast and then call back in and let me know where it is. Braden Wyatt, thank you for the super chat. Lou's education is so educational that UGA needs to make him a professor ASAP. I have the most educational education on the internet, period. Facts. That's not even fake news or alternative facts. That's just 100% real. Now, who else wants some? Yeah, good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou, this is up for Billy Paul.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Thing.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, you understand. You understand.
Yeah.
The fact that Georgia's taking our dingleberries and trying to make a team out of them doesn't make y'all better than Clemson. I mean, let's be real.
How many of your starting 11 last year were dingleberries? All of them or just this one? All last year when I heard how great Clemson's defense was it 11 dingleberries or was this guy that we stole from you the only dingleberry? I'm just asking, sir. I'm just asking because last year he was a part of the best defense in America. Now he's a dingleberry. I mean, so was he the only dingleberry? That's all I'm asking. Is there any others? Okay, the other 10 starters, how many of them are dingleberries? Just so we know now.
None of them. Because
okay, so just Kendrick. Kendrick was the only dingleberry on your starting defense last year. Okay, duly noted.
The rest are solid turds.
Okay,
but,
great.
But that being the case, they still are going to whoop. I mean, let's just be honest. Georgia will be. They'll have a good chance at 50-50 almost. But at the same time, Clemson has been there. Coaches have been there. I don't think
have been where to week 1 neutral site games. Who hasn't been to a week 1 neutral site game, sir?
No. We've been to 6 playoff games. How many?
This isn't a playoff game, sir.
It doesn't matter.
Georgia's been to a bunch of Capital One bowls. Therefore, we're fixing to beat you week 1. What does this matter?
Oh my God. The Capital One Bowl. Jesus almighty.
Yeah, this ain't the Capital One Bowl or the playoffs or Syracuse on the road.
Well,
I mean, what are we doing here?
I don't think it's a difference between the player talent. I think Georgia's got better players. I really do. But I don't think they got better coaches. I really don't. And that's the difference. That's what's going to change the game. Watch.
We'll find out. We will see. September 4th.
Yeah. But I do. Listen, if y'all win, and I will tell you this right now, I will give you all the accolades, man. I hope y'all took Georgia plus 4 points 2 weeks ago when I told you to, because by the time this game kicks off, Georgia will be a favorite.
I took it. No, Georgia will be a favorite. Georgia will be a favorite in this game. So you would. I mean,
and all my winnings, Lou, are coming to you.
Well, I'll split them with you. It's only fair. I'll split your winnings with you. Because I'm a nice guy.
I stuck it in there hard, man. I stuck it in there hard. But it's going to be a great game. I love it. You cracked me up, man.
This has been fun.
All right, I'll let you roll, but I wanted to get in here and just give you a hard time.
All right, Paul. Yeah, man, thanks for calling in. All right, buddy. Good to hear from you. Hopefully, Billy Paul. Tater, man. Listen, he's been around long enough. I don't know if some of you are new in here. This is just trash talk. I don't hate any of these people. Okay. In fact, everybody that's called in so far, I like a lot. This is just trash talk. That's all it is. And, let me take a brief pause from the trash talk real quick. Something happened this morning after the morning show that might be the coolest thing that's ever happened on this channel. And, I've asked the guy if he wants to be, recognized or not. And I haven't, and I don't know. So I'm not going to name him right now. If he's here now and he wants to say something, he can, but he didn't tell me yet whether or not he wants to be recognized. But after the morning show this morning, I got an email from somebody, and as far as I know, they're not even going to the Slob Olympics. Didn't go last Slob Olympics, isn't going to the next Slob Olympics. But they paid for Nate's hotel room for 2 nights. And I called Nate's mom about an hour ago. To give her the news. Nate, I told her to tell Nate. I don't even know if is Nate in here. Is Nate listening? He might not even, maybe he's finding out now. I don't know. But somebody, and I told him that we can't get the rooms till January and that whole rigmarole. And I gave him, I said, you can do whatever you want. You can wait, pay the room in January. You can, I'll see if I can get their address. You can send the money directly to them. Anyway, he said, no, I'll just send you the money and you hold on to it until the rooms are up and then you can get them their 2 rooms. And 5 minutes later, he sent me the money. The rooms are basically $125 a night, somewhere between $100 and $150 is what BVD found out when he went and talked to him. So I didn't know exactly what to tell the guy, so I just told him $125. 10 minutes later, he sent me $250. And so I will hold that till January. And Nate's room for the Slob Olympics is paid for 2 nights. So shout out to you, Nate the Great. And again, I'm going to leave it up to that individual whether he wants to be recognized or not. I don't see him in here. So I'll wait to hear back from him on whether or not he wants to be recognized. All right, time to get back to class. Yeah, good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey.
Hi.
My name is Braden Lonham. I'm from Rector, Arkansas, and I am a huge Razorback fan.
Well, it's been a rough life for you, sir. All I can do is apologize.
Yeah. In fact, I am a huge Razorback fan that I get toxic at games when you lose to San Jose State, Western Kentucky. Yeah. It's been rough for me. Lucky me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hit us with one of them pig suey things y'all do that don't make no damn sense.
Hey, oh man, you don't know about the blue pig suey, man.
Yeah, I know. I
can tell you, man.
I don't need to hear no backstory. I just want to hear you do it.
All right. Pig suey, Razorback.
I ate 6 packs of bacon for dinner today.
You did?
Yeah. Does that make you mad?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't make me mad at all.
All right.
Bacon is delicious. But I do get toxic at games, like the one when Missouri kicked the field goal to win the football game against Arkansas. I just flipped out in rage.
Did you get toxic when Georgia let you take a lead in the first quarter last year, only end up blowing you out by 30 points?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we were on the verge of upsetting you, but then you kind of pulled away, and that's when I started to cry.
Right.
I got a little bit upset.
I understand.
But I know that Georgia is a really great team, and I think they should win the SEC championship this year against Alabama, be the number 2 seed in the playoffs.
You know what? You sound like a pretty smart individual, notwithstanding the fact that you're from Arkansas. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders and probably heading places. So that's good news for you.
Excuse me, but it is Arkansas, not Arkansas.
That's what I said, Arkansas. It's just how I talk. I have a speech impediment. Are you making fun of my speech impediment?
No, I'm not making fun of anything.
Okay. No bully, please.
I won't bully, okay?
I believe you.
So, yeah. And another rage story. It was versus LSU. We were on the verge of winning the Golden Boot. For a while, 24-20 was the score, but then Felipe Franks decided to be retarded and just ran over, even though it's a rainy day, just slipped on some wet.
The winner of the Arkansas LSU game gets a Golden Boot?
Yeah. Yeah, the Golden Boot.
Okay. Winner of the LSU Florida game gets a golden shoe with wings on it.
Yeah, but Florida is Arkansas. Yeah, and then LSU scored a touchdown, and so here it is. Here's when I got a little bit upset. AJ Green was trying to get the field goal to tie the game up so we can go to overtime, but he just went being retarded, and then he kicked it wide left, and it was no good.
That's terrible. Is Arkansas making a bowl game this year, yes or no?
Yes, they will.
That should be the goal. 6 wins. I think they can do it.
Yeah, 6 or 7 wins. I think that's my mark.
What's the non-con game y'all have? Who do y'all play in the non-con beside what Power 5 team do y'all play in the non-con? Do you know?
Texas. We play Texas.
Oh, that's right. At home too. Man, yes, beat the Shorthorn. Beat the Shorthorn. That would be great. The entire college football community would love that.
Yeah. And then we'll go crazy over that.
Yeah, go ahead and beat the Shorthorn. They got a new coach and no talent and no quarterback, so they got a good running back.
We'll beat Rice. But other than Texas should be a tough game, we should beat Rice, Georgia Southern, UAPB.
Yes.
UPB stands for Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Even if you lose to Texas, that should make you 3-1 in the non-con. You then need 3 conference wins. I think Auburn.
Yeah,
I think you have a chance against Auburn. I think you have a chance against Mississippi State.
I think we have a chance
against who?
Missouri.
That's going to be tough. Who else do you play from the East?
George. Well, we play you guys again, but this time on the road.
It's a trap.
Yeah, you can hang that one up.
Oh. Yeah.
Hang that one up. You better beat Missouri. You probably need to beat Missouri to become bowl eligible, would be my guess.
Yeah, I guess we need to beat Missouri, y'all. Yeah.
Oh, they're not a great team, but they're better than Florida.
No, they will be. Yeah, there is. Are you lying?
He's a Florida man, Lou. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
All right. Hey. Well, we have two games that should be that will be projected losses. Those are Alabama and Georgia.
And Texas A&M and Ole Miss. Those are definitely those are you'll be double-digit underdogs in all 4 of those games.
No. I think we'll probably be an underdog, but we'll be a slight underdog. I think we'll be 50-50 in Ole Miss. Put 50-50 in Ole Miss, but we'll lead Texas A&M at the 40%.
I'll give you that because I like you.
I'll give you that because I like
you. Hey, thank you for the call, but I'm going to let you go trying to educate as many different people as possible this evening. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Good morning, Uncle Lou. So there was I guess, what will it take for you to be a believer in Michigan football again? I know you got burned several years in a row.
They got to beat Ohio State or win their division. They got to do one of those two things this year, or Harbaugh's gone. That's number one. But they need to do one of those two things. Not every year. It's not going to happen every year when you're in a division with Ohio State. Just like Georgia's not going to win the SEC every year, no matter how good they are, because you got Alabama on the other side. But you got to do it. I mean, how long does Harbaugh need? 5, 6 years? I mean, Jesus Christ, he's turned into Dan Mullen. You know, I mean, this guy Dan Mullen's been around 15 years, can't win a conference title. I mean, how many years does Harbaugh need? He couldn't win a conference in the Pac-12 at Stanford. Now he can't win a conference at Michigan. I mean, no one expects him to beat Ohio State every year. Well, maybe the Michigan man does, but normal people don't. But you got to beat them every once in a while, don't you?
Well, they do, but I don't think this year's team is even close to that standard.
Well, I don't either. So I don't. The question we need to be asking is who's going to be the coach next year? And can they beat Ohio State?
I think. I
mean, who's it going to be? Matt Campbell.
I don't think Michigan can go beat Ohio State again.
Matt Campbell. You don't think they'll beat Ohio State ever again? Come on. Unless you're one of these people that thinks Jesus is coming back tomorrow, which if you are, you got bigger issues.
Well, I've been saying it for years. I said Tennessee will never beat Alabama again, and they haven't.
That's also not true. I mean, Alabama was in the toilet for 15 years from 1993 to 2008. You know, Tennessee beat them plenty, and they'll beat them again. I mean, it might not be tomorrow. Hell, it won't be tomorrow, but you can't say never. Come on. That's like saying South Carolina will never beat Georgia again.
As long as Saban's there, and he's not going anywhere for quite some time.
As long as Saban's there is what?
Tennessee won't beat Alabama.
Sir, Saban's 90 years old. Of course he's going somewhere sometime soon.
Yeah, we still got a couple of years left.
Yeah, but a couple of years falls within the realm of sometime soon.
Well, maybe not never, then I guess you're right.
I mean, I understand the point you're making. I just, never is a long time for normal people.
I'm just thinking my cousins who live in Tennessee who are teenagers, they don't even know what it's like to beat Alabama.
No, they have no clue. They don't even know if they're a teenager, they don't even know what it's like to win the SEC. I mean, it's been, 24 years since Tennessee even won the SEC?
But they still
that's
wear the
pitiful.
1998 shirt.
That's better than what?
Oh, they still wear the 1998 shirt? Or 99, was it 98 or 99?
98. They won the SEC last time in 1998. Bill Clinton was president. I remember it like it was 20. I remember it like it was 24 years ago. Who are you a fan of? Wisconsin? Michigan?
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? So you're the cheese
No,
man.
not Michigan.
Okay, well, let me guess. Yeah. Let me guess. Wisconsin's winning 10 games.
Probably 10-2 and then lose to Ohio State, yeah.
Right, yeah. Seems to be the norm. Rinse, repeat. Hey, thank you for the call, and don't forget to jump around. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou. Says Auburn Tigers. That must be why he can't put a sentence together. Thank you for the attempt. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou, it's C-Dog. Am I too late for the trash talking?
Bro, please don't ever make another trash talk video 30 seconds after you wake up from a nap. I'm serious. Don't do that. That was embarrassing. Don't do that. You versus Pinecone in a trash talk battle would be a fair fight, and that's sad. And the thing is, I know you can do better.
Not true.
That was low effort, low energy. Low effort, low energy. That was you scrolling through YouTube going, man, everybody's making videos about Eric Gilbert and DeAndre Kendrick. Let me make one. And you sitting over there wiping asleep. I don't know if you had a long day. I don't know what the deal was. But you gotta come with more energy than that. I mean, I went to sleep 3 times watching that.
That's what a long day of listening to delusional dog fans all day will do to you.
Yeah, Georgia fans are so delusional. For some reason, they're excited that the weakest position group on their team, the secondary, has been bolstered in the last month by the best returning safety in all of college football and a former 5-star
yeah, that's
corner.
actually no.
Oh my God.
I said it in the video. That's
Georgia
a
fans are
huge
so
gift. That's a
stupid.
huge gift for you guys.
Right. I mean,
Hopefully he can keep his act together. I'm sure he'll be reformed going up to Georgia.
this would be like
I'm
Georgia Tech fans.
I'm sure
This would be like Georgia Tech fans getting excited because they hired a coach who's going to run a modern offense instead of the triple option. What sense would that make?
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm
Georgia
sure.
fans
I'm
got a
sure
lot of
he'll be
nerve.
reformed up at Georgia. I'm sure he'll straighten up his. I'm sure he'll straighten up his act up at Georgia. I'm sure.
Yeah, people don't deserve second
And
chances.
yeah.
People don't deserve second chances. I hear you there. What's that running back y'all got from Georgia after we didn't want him anymore a couple of years ago? It was what's his name's brother or cousin or whatever the hell he was. That was alarming. How's Calvin Johnson doing?
He's running a weed company or something.
Is he? Okay, good.
Yeah.
What was it? Him that cost you that ACC title, or someone else? I forget.
Demarius Thomas. Yeah.
Oh, Demarius Thomas. That's right.
That was back in the day.
Oh yeah. So
We
you
went-
haven't.
we
So you
went-
haven't won the ACC since 1990. Good. Great.
Yeah, it's been over a decade, but now the
No,
wheels
no,
are
a
starting to
decade,
turn.
sir. A decade.
Oh yeah.
That's
Over
32.
a decade.
That's 3 decades, sir. Don't even. You
I'm
vacated.
referring to when we started running the triple option.
Well, you vacated the last
Days are over.
ACC title you won because you had a bunch of thugs and criminals on your team. But you want to call me up about a Clemson man? Listen, the guy went to sleep in his car in the middle of the night with a gun in his lap and a little bit of weed. Who hasn't done that? Do you know? Listen, it's exhausting.
criminals.
It's exhausting to go around smoking weed and shooting things, sir. He needed a nap, for God's sakes. You acting like this guy's out here robbing banks or jaywalking or something. This is nothing.
Oh man. Well, it was an NCAA violation of he sold some T-shirts or something. Demarius Thomas did. Didn't have anything to do with guns or weed or nothing.
Well,
It was some kind of bullshit rule.
oh.
And man, I'm not worried about that.
Why does Georgia's football team have a
That
higher
was
graduation rate than Georgia Tech's?
We have higher academic standards.
But you only let in people who are super smart, according to you. So, and Georgia lets in idiots with 1.8 GPAs, according to you. So why does Georgia's football team
Yes,
have a higher
Eric
graduation
Gilbert.
rate than the fucking nerds? Answer the question, son.
Eric
Why?
Gilbert.
Why? Why does Georgia have a higher graduation rate on its football team than Georgia Tech does? Why? If you only let in geniuses, why does Georgia have a higher graduation rate on its football team than Georgia Tech and a higher GPA? Why?
Because Georgia
Why?
lets because Georgia lets their players take easy classes.
But sir, the people
So
that
they
Georgia,
make it
the people that
bad.
Georgia recruits
They have
can't
no
read.
kind
The
of
people that Georgia recruit
They
can't even
haven't-
read, according to you. And the people that go to Georgia Tech are all
Exactly.
astronauts. They're all astronauts, sir.
Yep,
So
yep.
how is it they're
And
not
Georgia
making
just
A's?
pushes them right through.
How is it they're not
Georgia
making
just
A's at
pushes
Georgia
them right
Tech?
through.
Why is it
Hey,
Georgia
whatever
Tech's football
whatever
team
it
can't
takes to
win
win.
games and can't graduate? Why? They
What-
suck at
whatever it-
football and
whatever
they're
it
dumb as
takes
a
to win,
fucking
man.
rock. Why?
Whatever it takes to win, man, Georgia will do it.
Well-
Except they don't. They don't. You still can't.
Well, maybe you should turn
Losing
your
to
channel
Clemson
into
week
a
one,
maybe you
because you
should
have-
turn your channel into an academic trash talking channel, and then I can come over there and ask these questions there. But this is a football channel, sir, and you've beat Georgia 3 times this century. Is that 3 times since you've been alive, sir? 4 maybe since you've been alive in your lifetime.
No.
How many times have you beat Georgia in your lifetime? 4?
98, 99, 2000.
But Eric Gilbert's got a 1.8 GPA. According to who? According to who?
Eric Gilbert. What is even the point? Why? According to who? It's the only explanation. That's the only explanation. Florida requires a 2.0 GPA. Yeah, that's borderline retarded.
First
You're
of all,
bringing a retard on
every
here.
single
Bringing
school in the
a retard on
SEC,
here.
I don't know where you're getting your information. I heard this
Georgia?
made up fake news,
Yes.
alternative fact rant and rave that
Well-
you did in your video. Every single school in the SEC has the same academic requirements for football players except Vandy. And it's the NCAA minimum. It's the
You can
NCAA
get in
minimum.
Georgia with a 1.8 on probation, and that's what he did. What other reason when a tight end goes to Georgia? Georgia wouldn't know what to do with a tight end.
How do you
More than
know
Ballard
Eric
would
Gilbert
know
has a
what to do if he got a
1.8?
tender
You
date.
don't even know Eric Gilbert has a 1.8 GPA.
It's
And
the
on
only
top of that,
explanation.
it's the only explanation
What-
you could
what-
think
what
of
other
in
reason
your
would he go-
demented mind, sir. And
what
you
other
don't know.
reason would he go to Georgia?
What grades did Eric Gilbert get in spring semester, sir? You don't have a
What
fucking
other
clue.
reason would he go to Georgia?
You don't have a clue.
Nobody else will take him. Nobody else wants him.
That's just not
Nobody
true.
else can take him.
Florida took him.
It just is.
Florida
you already
took him.
have Darnell Washington.
Florida took him.
Florida took him, realized he had shit grades, and sent him on his way.
That's not what happened at all.
And Georgia takes him. Georgia takes him up.
LSU wanted him yesterday. Go look at the video I made yesterday. It's full of LSU fans saying he's staying here. He's staying here.
Uses a tight end. I'm sure it'd be a great addition to a team that uses a tight end. I don't know what Georgia wants.
You have no idea what Eric Gilbert's GPA is. None. You don't have a clue.
I'd like to hear an explanation
From
Georgia,
an explanation about what?
What other possible reason could he go to Georgia? He didn't want Georgia from the beginning.
Why did Justin Fields go to Georgia? Why did Darnell Washington go to Georgia? Why did George Pickens
Eric
go to
Gilbert
Georgia?
Didn't want to go to Georgia.
The bottom line is
place.
sometimes players go
now
to Georgia, buddy.
It's the only place he can go.
The fact that
now
something pisses you off doesn't make it not true.
Doesn't piss me off. You're not going to be able to use them no
It
how.
clearly
You're
pisses
like the Falcons,
you off,
right?
sir.
Just
You
one away.
own a hat for every team Georgia plays.
No.
Yes, you do.
Hell no.
Your two favorite teams are Georgia Tech and whatever team your daddy, Kirby Smart's about to beat the hell out of. We're running around with a Tater hat on in your video. What are you doing? Jesus
I
Christ.
collect hats in the same way you collect mini helmets.
What
are
city-
you doing with the Clemson mini helmet?
What city do you live in?
Huh?
What city do you live in?
City?
What city?
Powder Springs.
Who? Sports Live in the Powder Springs. Congratulations. This man's running around with a Tater hat on, got a Cincinnati. You collect hats of teams that Georgia has humiliated. Georgia Tech, Clemson, Cincinnati. You must have an Auburn hat floating around there somewhere. You have to.
I definitely have an Alabama hat.
You don't have an Alabama hat. That doesn't fall into the category I just named,
do.
does it? You don't got no goddamn Alabama hat.
do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You won't make a video right
that's
now.
Old reliable.
All right, upload a video right now wearing an Alabama hat. I'm going to play it at the end of this live show. Thank you for your call and have a good morning. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou, Ani Kuno here, and just so much violence going on right now on your channel. So much argument, so much hatred. I mean, we're less than 100 days from kickoff, sir. Come on now. We should be celebrating, be happy that we're inching closer to the season. Am I right? Am I right?
If you think they're mad now, you should have seen how mad they were 20 minutes ago when I typed in the comment section my new top 5 and it had Oklahoma at number 1 and Georgia at number 2. The people was besides themselves.
You see, let's see. People would expect me to call up and yell at you, but you're more of an OU fan than I am, it seems like lately. So what am I? What?
I'm just.
What?
I mean, I can trash talk Oklahoma. Believe me, it's easy to do.
Of course.
Yeah. But the thing is, Oklahoma's got no defense. Okay, we barely beat them with the best team we've had in my lifetime, and they had the 130th ranked defense. They're going to have just as good of an offense this year with a top 25 defense. Like, they're really good. I don't understand why. I don't understand how people don't. It's just like last year. People said, oh, LSU, unbeatable. They're going 15-0. Why you say that? Well, because they did it last year. Oh, Oklahoma's defense has been bad for 4 years, so we don't even, it must be going to be terrible this year. Whatever you do, don't look into their team at all.
Yeah, it's really easy to spot who follows the sport, who doesn't. And I want to congratulate you. Big day, 2 5-star transfers. The portal was opened up big time. It's still open for a lot of people. But I got to ask you this question because I know this might make you upset, but I've heard rumors and I want you to verify or squash them. What is going on with Darnell Washington? Is he unhappy? Is he getting replaced? Is he available? Is he going to hit the portal, sir?
No. Darnell Washington was on a live Instagram or whatever. I don't know what these kids do now. He was all for Eric Gilbert coming here. I mean, we do play 2 tight ends sometimes. I mean, I know it's a spread it out world now, but both Eric Gilbert and Darnell Washington, and this is another thing people don't understand. A tight end can split out. I've seen it. I've seen them do it. And we did
it with Mark Andrews.
Yeah, both can play.
We did it with Mark Andrews
both can play at the same time. Now, I think Darnell Washington will be quote unquote tight end 1, not Eric Gilbert. I mean, he's got a year advantage on playbook, philosophy, scheme. chemistry with JT Daniels, all that kind of thing. So I think Darnell Washington is tight end 1. I think Eric Gilbert was,
okay.
and I've been saying this. I said this when they both came out of high school over a year ago, and one chose LSU and one chose Georgia. Eric Gilbert was more ready to play right away, period. All 5 stars are not created equal. Now, their ceilings may be equal. Their ceilings may be equal. I don't know. But Eric Gilbert was ready to play in the SEC the minute he graduated high school. Darnell Washington was not. He got better as the year went along. But I think Darnell Washington will be quote unquote tight end 1, and Eric Gilbert will play a lot if he becomes eligible, whatever those rumors are. I don't know, but I think they'll both play. Okay. I don't think Darnell's upset at all.
Well, like I said, they were rumors, and I just wanted to come on and hear what you had to say. And depending on what you said, I was going to say he's more than welcome to come to Norman, Oklahoma. He was a kid who was recruited out of Nevada. We get guys out of Nevada once in a while, like DeMarco Murray being probably the biggest name. So just throwing that out there. Darnell, if you are unhappy, the portal is open to Norman. We love to have a big-time 5-star tight end come to Norman, Oklahoma. But it looks like things not going that direction. We're probably expecting potentially Trey Bradford out of LSU because, hey, a spot opened up at running back because one of our backs was a moron last month.
I'm getting tired of seeing this shit in the comment section, too. Eric Gilbert is not a fucking wide receiver. Okay? Just because the guy splits out does not make him the ex-receiver. I don't understand. Oni Kuno, he runs a 4.8 40, Eric Gilbert. That's slow by tight end. That's slow even by tight end standards. There ain't a single wide receiver in the Power 5 that runs a 4.8 40. They don't exist. Kyle Pitts, the tight end from Florida, ran a 4.44 40. Okay, Eric Gilbert runs a 4.8 40. He's not playing wide receiver.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, if he splits out, he's still a tight end.
That's why you went like top 10 in the NFL draft. You went top 10 in the NFL draft because of that speed.
Right. Now, I mean, I don't want to blow the cover off of, I don't want to give away any coaching secrets here, but the reason you run a tight end into the game is to force the defense to make some decisions. Are we going to run the ball so you're going to play your base defense, or are you going to do a nickel or a dime type thing? So then you take the tight ends that you ran into the game and you split them out, and then the defense doesn't know what to do, and that's how you end up getting Darnell Washington or Eric Gilbert covered by a linebacker. Eric Gilbert is not a wide receiver. He runs a 4.8 40. The average 40 speed for a wide receiver in the SEC is 4.4. Okay, 4.6 is slow for a wide receiver. There are no 4.8 wide receivers. They don't exist. If you run a 4.8 and you're a wide receiver, you're at Kennesaw State.
Yeah, you ain't playing on
4.8 is slow. There's offensive tackles that run that. Let's just stop with all this, okay? And if he wants to play wide receiver, then he's dumb confirmed because he'll never play a down in the NFL at wide receiver, ever. 4.8, stop it. Just stop.
No.
It's not happening.
So what's your opinion on the transfer portal? Because I know people have different opinions.
The transfer portal is nothing but a website. The transfer portal is nothing but a website. I have no problem with the transfer portal. Now, if somebody's got a problem with the transfer rules, okay, great. But the portal is nothing but a list of names. That's all.
Oh, sure. I know that. But every once in a while, I you see the guys like, oh, there's kids they have. And I was like, we talk about, on one hand, like we need to get these kids more, choices and freedom to do what they want to do, but we don't like it when they exercise that option. So it's like you can't have it both ways. So if you want to give them a little freedom to move around, then okay, that comes with the territory. So
I think one free move, one free transfer, no waiting, no waivers. You don't even need a reason. It's nobody's business what the reason is. I think you should be able to make one change, no questions asked. If you make a second change, you got to sit out 1 year, no questions asked. Don't care. Mama's sick, dog died. You got anxiety. Oh, well, you got to sit out a year. Take care of that anxiety. There are no waivers. You get one free move, play right away, in conference, out of conference, up or down, FCS, FBS, Power 5, Group of 5, doesn't matter. One free transfer. You transfer a second time, you got to sit out 1 year, period. That's how I think it should be.
There you go. Your new top 5's got OU, Georgia, and I'm guessing Ohio State, Clemson, Bama, and some other order.
Oklahoma 1, Georgia 2, Alabama 3, Clemson 4, Ohio State 5.
So you probably mentioned this a while back, but who do you got like the 4? Who are the playoff 4? Where are they going? Like, what's the matchups? You think?
I don't even do that.
Don't even do that.
I don't even do that.
Like
I think
Don't have the
Oklahoma and
Cotton
Clemson.
Orange Bowl.
If I had to bet my last dollar on two teams to make the playoffs guaranteed, for sure, it would be Clemson and Oklahoma. And it's not because I think they're the two best teams. I think of the best teams, they have the easiest way to get there. It's possible Ohio State loses a game or two along the way. It's possible Georgia does. It's possible Alabama does. It's almost impossible Clemson and Oklahoma lose two games.
So is that Clemson winning against Georgia or with a loss to Georgia?
It wouldn't matter. I mean, if they beat Georgia, they're not losing another game. If they lose to Georgia, they could still go 11-1 and then 12-1 in the ACC title game. I don't see Clemson going any worse than 11-1 in the regular season. Same for Georgia, by the way.
I don't know. I don't like unless North Carolina pulls a miracle in the title game, because I don't think they play in regular season last I checked. But that's like the only legit shot they got. But yep, less than 100 days away. Looking forward to it. Just counting them down. So I'll let you yell at some other people. I'm enjoying the Clemson fans and Bama fans calling up, acting like they haven't lost a game in 40 years. So I'll let you go.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Good
Thanks for calling
talking,
in. Oni Kuno checking in. He's an Oklahoma fan. He has a channel too. Oni Kuno, ONIKUNO. One word. Oni Kuno. Check him out. Oklahoma fan. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
How you doing, Uncle Lou?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I just don't get people. They don't, for some reason, they don't know the concept of recruiting. Whenever you recruit somebody, you tell them you're going to put them in a certain spot so they can come to your school to play football. What's Georgia going to do? Tell them, oh, we ain't got no room for you on the team there, Mr. Eric Gilbert. You're going to have to ride the bench. No, heck no, they're not.
Eric Gilbert, I mean, here's what I know about Eric Gilbert. He's not going to score a single point against Georgia. That I know.
And that's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
All I have to say is, my gosh, if Pickens didn't get injured, if he didn't have that season-ending injury, goodness, our receiving core, even without Pickens, we're not on
for Georgia, it might be the best receiving core we've ever had, but I still don't think our receivers overall as a group are anything close to what Ohio State has, what Oklahoma has had a lot of years over the last few years, what Alabama had with those 4 NFL guys they had. But for Georgia, it's really, really good. You got to remember, Georgia's had 1,000-yard receiver in program history. One. Ever. One, and he only had that one season. Terrence Edwards, I believe it was, went for 1,000 yards one season. No one else has ever done it at Georgia. So, we were lucky. We're lucky at any given time to have one receiver that may have some NFL potential down the road. We've got 4 or 5 right now that have some NFL potential. I mean, George Pickens, Jermaine Burton, Karis Jackson, Dominic Blaylock, the 2 tight ends are both NFL players. So this is the best receiving core Georgia's had ever, period.
Well, I doubt we'll ever have a receiver if we keep recruiting wide receivers like we've been doing, because you have so many. How can even one wide receiver stack up 1,000 yards?
Well, how did Devontae Smith win the Heisman with Jalen Waddle on the team? I mean, they had Calvin Ridley. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, and what's the other guy's name? They had another one, all on the team at the same time. So, yes, you can have 1,000-yard receivers. You can have 1,000-yard receivers with multiple good wide receivers. We had Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. They both ran for over 1,000 yards in the same season. So if you decide you want to throw the ball, yes, you can have a bunch of good wide receivers and still have somewhat over 1,000 yards. It's just a matter of deciding you want to do it. Thank you for the call. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Dude, I was sitting in my car, smoking some bubblegum kush, 38 in my lap, and almost asleep. But you got all these damn people yelling on your damn channel here, and they woke me up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I just want to let you know. That Jesus is coming tomorrow, because Dan Mullen got a contract for $7.6 million up to 2026.
This is so funny.
My brain aneurysm. just almost blew the hell up today.
Florida fans running around laughing for 6 months because Jim Harbaugh got an extension, and they all say the same thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're still going to get rid of him after this year. Contracts mean nothing. Extensions mean nothing. Then Dan Mullen gets an extension, and they're like, I told you we weren't getting rid of Mullen. It means nothing. Every coach that's ever been fired was under contract. Hell, Will Muschamp got a raise and an extension in 2019, was fired in 2020. Every coach Tennessee's had in the last 13 years was under contract when they were fired. Contracts mean nothing.
Do they like giving away money at these schools, though, Lou?
Well, they got so much of it. They got so much of it. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I guess they do. I mean, they got McDonald's bags of it at Tennessee, so damn. I mean, somewhere they just got it in the back office somewhere and said, oh, hell, give him an extension of a contract. And let's just be done with it, okay? Let's do that. And then I read that's what's his name, Lashley, the offensive coordinator at Miami. He's very concerned about Alabama. Well, yeah, I think he should be damn concerned about Alabama. I'm like, this is news?
Right.
This was a news headline I read today. Offensive coordinator of Miami, very concerned with Alabama. Well, damn, stop the presses, please, because he is concerned. Well, I guess Coach Manny Diaz is just loving the smell of the cocoa leaf down in Miami. I don't know. It's not just, it's all fake news to me, Lou. It's all I can say. Damn, I just don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just going to go back and smoke some of this cushion. Hopefully I won't let that gun go off and scare the neighbors.
Yeah, smoking weed and shooting stuff wears you out. So go ahead and get you a nap in.
It's already wearing me out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wore out from all the damn yelling and screaming. This one guy about damn Eric Gilbert, he had I think that man was having a conniption.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to call an ambulance, find out, you did find out at least where he lived. I was going to call Powder Springs Hospital and see if I can get ER over there for him.
They might need to put him in the nervous hospital.
By the way, I did send a Pigskin Pete that picture of socks.
Oh, yeah, good.
And no comment.
No
comment from him at all.
He knows.
He was wearing Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah, I don't look that way. At least it
last
looked like a quilt.
night, I'm going,
yeah.
It did look like a deal. It looked like a quilt or hurricane warnings.
Like
that's the sign. That's the flag that's the sign you use to say the hurricane's coming.
Yeah, it looks like something your 80-year-old grandma made for you when you were 6.
Yeah, I think that he might belong to the Argyle Socks Club. Maybe he just put that in wrong. Have a good night, Lou.
Right,
Talk
Scott.
to you soon.
All right, good to hear from you, Scott. Thank you for the call. James Peach has never paid attention to any football at all. He says Georgia are the Buffalo Bills of the SEC. James, thank you for the super chat. But Georgia's never played in one single Super Bowl. Not one. Not a single one. Much less lost 3 Super Bowls in a row. So I don't know if you've done bumped your head or you were born this way. And I don't know who's to blame, whether it's your parents or an education system or some sort of failure of medicine. But that's just absolutely insane. It might be the dumbest thing I've seen today. Begging Megan, thank you for the super chat. He says, thoughts and prayers for Lou's speech impediment. Yeah, quit making fun of my speech impediment just because I say Arkansas the way I do. Golden Blue Man, thank you for the super chat. He says, on a side note, I sent him my talent video. I think it's 5.5 stars out of 5 stars. Great. Perfect. Everybody should be sending in their talent show videos. Talent show starts next week on the morning shoe. Send me your talent on video. LouTubeTalent@gmail.com. LouTubeTalent@gmail.com. Giving away $200. Anything is a talent. Don't ask me, it's such and such a talent. Yes, it is. If you can film yourself doing it, it's a talent. If I need to blur out your body parts, I will. Just send in your sex tape. Go ahead. It's for science reasons only. Try to keep that in mind. Science reasons only. Huffer Billy Paul, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, sir. He says, it is important for everyone to remember we all have an expiration date. Saban too. These are facts. I guarantee you if the internet was around in 1979, these same idiot Alabama fans would have been running around talking about they're going to win the next 30 national titles. Then Georgia won the SEC 3 years in a row, which caused the death of Bear Bryant. Of course, Alabama won the SEC in 79. Georgia won it in 80. Georgia won it in 81. Georgia won it in 82. And a month later, Bear Bryant died. So Georgia killed Bear Bryant. Alabama went in the toilet until 1992. Got lucky and won one then against a terrible Miami team, and then he went back in the toilet again until 2008. That's when the surge of NASCAR occurred. All the Alabama fans quit pretending to be Alabama fans and all started watching NASCAR in the late 90s because Alabama was terrible. NASCAR ratings went up all the way through the early and mid-2000s until Alabama somehow got good again when they hired Saban in 2008. And then suddenly everybody was an Alabama fan again, and NASCAR ratings have been in the toilet ever since. Those are just facts. That's all those are. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
But thoughts and prayers for Bear Bryant and or NASCAR, sir.
Yes, both suffering the same fate.
Exactly. You would have had me on after Scott Kerr. That's like following the Beatles or Nate DeGrade or Mike Vick.
Yeah, that's
thanks,
like being.
Thanks a lot for that.
That's like being whatever coach Alabama hires next. That's going to fall on their face.
Exactly right. Listen, I just want to remind all Florida fans who are typing this crap about academic standards. I want to remind you about one of your saviors, Mr. Urban Meyer. When he first got to Gainesville, he said he wasn't aware of what he was up against as far as the academic standards, and that Florida was a elite university as far as academic standards go. Then he proceeded to recruit murderers and gangbangers.
Right.
So they were also hot on the heels of Nick Marshall years later, by the way. And I don't know if you still have that stinger, but he couldn't quite complete an English sentence. So let's just stop with all this pretending about academic standards at the University of Florida.
Yeah, there are no academic. The NCAA has a minimum academic requirement that a high school student has to meet in order to play football in the NCAA. And almost every school in America accepts those as the minimum standards. There are a few exceptions. Vandy in the SEC is the only one. Anyone else in the SEC will take anyone that is eligible by NCAA standards, period. I don't know what he's going on about a 1.8 GPA versus a 2.0. I have no idea what he's talking about. He doesn't either, which is painfully obvious if you heard him call in.
It is embarrassing. Look, if you look at who offers who, we all recruit from the same pool. So let's just stop all this nonsense about academic standards. It's a pretend game and it's false. I don't really get it until you get shunned by a recruit and it's convenient to use that excuse. It's kind of embarrassing on your part.
The only people that ever talk about academics are people whose football teams are terrible. That's it. That's the only ones you ever hear mention it. You rag on the Notre Dame man about the fact that they haven't won a major postseason game since 1991, and the first thing they want to talk about is Title IX. Never mind the fact that the last time they won a national title, their best player on their team was a Title IX player. They don't want to hear that. They want to pretend they don't take Title IX players. It's just not true. Fact is, they're just not good enough to win major bowl games. But they always bring that up when you tell them they're not any good now. Vandy, quick to bring it up. Now Florida loses Eric Gilbert because he doesn't want him. He basically trolled Florida. Okay, leaves there, and now all of a sudden, Florida man wants to make an academic argument. This is just ridiculous. And of course, Georgia Tech man, what else is he going to say? What else is the Georgia Tech man going to say? And I don't understand how this guy runs around all the time saying Georgia Tech only takes geniuses, Georgia only takes idiots. But then he can't answer the simple question, well, how is it Georgia's football team has a higher graduation rate than Georgia Tech, which is even more alarming when you think about how many juniors leave Georgia. Those don't count towards your graduation rate. When's the last time a junior left Georgia Tech? Never. Where would they go?
Yep.
Where would they go? I mean, so this is just insane. I mean, these people, this is not an academic decathlon channel. You know, Malcolm Mitchell couldn't read.
Yep.
I didn't care, nor did I pretend to. And I'm not exaggerating. He literally could not read. I don't care.
He's actually a great story, but you're not exaggerating. He could not read. But that whole academic thing reminds me of that 5-star argument. The only people arguing that 5 stars don't matter are Miami fans
people
who can only land 3 stars.
Right. People who don't get them. That's it. That's all. Yeah, exactly right.
It's pathetic. It really is. But back to the Georgia Tech man. You're talking about Sea-Dog, who I love. But I heard him a minute ago, and I'm thinking that his wife finally got up in there and she jarred something loose in his noggin. That was an embarrassing thing that he told Friday on that VicTube stream. But anyway, I after hearing what I just heard a few minutes ago, I'm praying for Sea-Dog. Thoughts and prayers for Sea-Dog and the Georgia Tech man. So I'll let you go, Lou.
All right, buddy. Thanks for the call. Good to hear from you. Now, here's this guy here, this bow hunting. I actually like this guy. But here's this guy here want to talk about how people aren't, whatever he's talking about, the man can't spell Chick-fil-A. I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy probably eats Chick-fil-A 3 times a day. Can't spell Chick-fil-A. C-H-I-C-K. And then he spells filet, F-I-L-L-E-T. Even the real way you spell filet, like filet of fish, is not spelled that way. So I don't want to hear nothing about autocorrect either. Autocorrect would have made it F-I-L-E-T. I don't even know what this guy's doing here. Chick-fil-A, C-H-I-C-K, F-I-L-L-E-T. Congratulations, man. It's no surprise to see you running around with a crossbow, is it? Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
What's up, Uncle Lou? Just want to let you know this is my first time watching the show. Tiger Baskins recommended me, and I'm loving it.
You picked a hell of a night to tune in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Listen, I love all the crap talk about Florida. Coming from a Florida State fan, especially, it's making my night.
Oh, well, wait till you see the White Tonto videos.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, I love the crap talk. I was just wanted to hear about what you think about Florida State this upcoming season.
I can't get on board with Florida State until I see them play football. They've just been too bad now for too long. I don't believe it's a one-year fix anymore at this point. Their offensive line is one of the worst in the Power 5. I don't understand what's gone on there with the quarterback position for the last basically 4 years. Taggart never even recruited one. Now you bring the guy in from didn't y'all get the guy from Central Florida? What's his name? Mackenzie Milton. Didn't he end up at Florida State?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was exciting 2 years ago, but I don't know, if you're putting your eggs in that basket, I don't know. I mean, that was a brutal injury that guy had, so we'll see. And to put him behind that offensive line is dangerous to say the least, so.
For sure.
Florida State had the talent to be winning 2 or 3 years ago, but they had a terrible coach, Willie Taggart. And then the offensive line went to crap, and then the quarterback went to crap. I mean, so the coach down there now, he might be okay, but now you're in the point now where you're 2 or 3 good recruiting classes away from even being able to the same stratosphere as somebody like Clemson. And unfortunately, you're way behind Miami at this point too.
Yeah. Yeah, Willie Taggart killed Florida State's program faster than Aaron Hernandez killed his career.
Right, he sure did. God dang.
And I think the biggest thing Florida State could do right now is hire Dan Mullen's wife as a recruiter.
Well, that'd be a home run there. I mean, that would be a slam dunk there.
It'd be a home run for all the players, too. They'd be reaching all the bases that night.
No doubt. There's no doubt about that. They would wake up happy every day.
Yes, they would.
Well, hey, I'm glad I'm glad you found the channel. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's you happen to find it on a night when it's mostly trash talk. It's about 50-50 here, trash talk, and believe it or not, sometimes we actually just talk legitimate college football, but a lot of trash talk around here too. So it seems like you'll fit in. So I like that. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll fit in fine around here. Tiger Baskins is good.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks for the call, and I'm glad you found the channel. Shout out to Tiger Baskins too, spreading the word. You're good people. Mostly. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou, guess what?
Is your name really Billy Bob?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Just because Georgia got Eric Gilbert and guy from Kendrick from Clemson, Georgia's still not going to win the East, sir.
Not going to win the East?
Or you're not going to win anything, sir. No East, no national championship.
Who's going to win the East?
Tennessee.
Your name is Billy Bob, fucking liar. Only somebody named Billy Bob would say that.
I'm not lying, sir.
How many stills you got out back?
5.
When's the last time you used a toilet on the inside of a house?
Just now.
A lying again. 2 lies and you're out, sir. No one believes that. No one believes that. Your name is Billy Bob, just like it says it is on the thing, and you have not used indoor plumbing since the last time you stopped at a gas station. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, Lou. This is Baylor man. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Baylor man. How are you doing?
I can't complain about much. This has been a good show.
Thank you. I think so too. The calls have been great. I hope everybody knows this is just trash talking. If there anybody else that's tuned in for the first time like that last caller, they're probably like, look at this asshole here. This is just trash talking. So I hope everybody knows. How you doing, Baylor man?
I'm doing great. I've actually, speaking of, the first time viewers, first time callers, etc. I've introduced your channel to fellow Baylor fans, and now they're subscribed and all that stuff.
I knew you were smart the first time you called in.
Yeah, but I have a couple questions for you tonight.
I'll answer them.
Specifically, two. I think,
sir. A couple is specifically two. You don't have to say that.
Yeah.
I have a couple of questions specifically two. A couple is specifically two, but go ahead with your three.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your 3 questions.
Okay. All right. So I think in light of tonight, we should bring back that fan versus fan thing that we had going, like, what was it, year or 2 ago?
Yeah, you know what? The problem with that was I started it in the off season. Now there happens to be a ton of people in here tonight, probably because of the Eric Gilbert news. There's over 200 people. And hit the thumbs up, by the way, if you haven't already. There's clearly a lot of people watching tonight that don't normally watch. This has just been a trash talk edition of what is this show called, Baylor man? Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. These are season numbers. Usually it doesn't get into the 200s on a live show unless it's during the season. So there's a lot of people watching right now that for whatever reason don't normally watch in the off season. Clearly they're casual fans. Because to the serious fan like me, there is no off season. There's just a part of the season where we're not playing games. That happens to be the part of the season we're in now. Hit the thumbs up. Show some love for the Uncle Lou Show. This has just been a trash talk edition. Believe it or not, most of the time on this call-in show, we do talk legitimate college football, maybe with a little bit of trash talking. But the comments had me riled up today because it was full of people who can barely fog a mirror. And so I was just ready to roll by the time I hit go live tonight. So anyway, hit the thumbs up and go ahead with your questions, Baylor man.
So that's the first question. My second question, I've been looking like on eBay and Amazon, even Google searched. Where do you get those wanted glasses?
Sir, the Angels gave them to me. Those aren't you can't buy those.
Also, those are like specially made.
The Angels gave them to me. They came down here and gave them to me. You can't find those anywhere. Good luck. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding either. I mean, I'm kidding about the Angels giving them to me. There's no such. Well, let me. I'm not going to say that.
Like
there's too many people watching. Did you see how I stopped myself there? Did you see how I stopped myself there? Anyway, I found these glasses. I was at a. You know where I was? I was at a Ripley's, believe it or not. And you know how they have the gift shop? When you come out of the Ripley's, believe it or not, they make you walk through the gift shop before you can go outside. That's how they try to get you. And they happen to have like just a bin. It was literally like a cardboard box full of junk, basically, that probably had never sold. And it was like anything in this box is $5 or something like that. And they had a bunch of different kinds of sunglasses in there. And I saw those sitting in there, and I was like, I have to have those. So I bought them. Now they've become such they've become such a recognizable part of this channel now. I also have searched high and low for more of these in case, God forbid, anything ever happens to these. I would be very bad. I love these glasses, and I have never been able to find another pair either. So I honestly don't know where to go or look. If anybody out there ever sees these anywhere, buy me a couple, and I'll pay you double whatever you pay for them for your trouble. Because I'd love to have a couple of backup.
Not only that, but they're green Baylor color.
Yes, they are green. Now they're more of a neon. They're not really Baylor colors, but they are green.
We used to wear neon.
Really?
We used to wear neon in Yeah, we used to have neon uniforms.
That sounds
especially
silly as
basketball.
hell. Yeah, they're more of an Oregon green, I would say, right now.
It was different, but
Right.
yeah, I like these uniforms better, I think.
Yeah. Well, I like these glasses better.
Ones
Than
they got
these
now.
glasses look a lot better than the Baylor uniforms. Baylor does have, you know what, this whole mini helmet thing that I've gotten into, there's several Baylor helmets out there. Baylor's got some good looking helmets. They got several alternates, and they've got like a gold helmet that looks pretty good. Baylor's got some pretty good looking helmets. I mean, they're basic mostly with they're basic with just the B on there, but the color schemes or some of the color schemes on the Baylor helmets are pretty cool looking.
Oh yeah, yeah. They used to have all kinds. Like they used to have silver. Used to have like a black. But then they got, then they changed all their uniforms because I guess they had a little something with Nike, and then all sports here got their uniforms changed, and thus now we've got, and yeah, now we have 3 helmets primarily.
Right. Yeah.
I think I sent you the white one.
Yes, you
did. I know
did.
that's the only one that Rydell.
Yes, you
the
did.
one that Rydell makes.
Yep.
But the other 2 Schutt makes. They make all the colors.
Right.
But Rydell only makes that one.
Yeah. Hey, all right, buddy. Thank you for the call. I'm going to let you run because I got to get things wrapped up. I think there's there's a couple people on hold. Those will be the last 2 calls, I reckon. Get out of here. I feel like I've educated you guys enough for today, mostly. James Peach, thank you for the super chat. He says, academic standards, Reggie Ball threw the ball out of bounds on 4th down to lose the UGA game. Yeah, right. That's a good point. But he can change your oil, though. And apparently that's more important to the Georgia Tech man. Parker, thank you for the super chat. He says, what are you doing Kentucky schedule preview? I am going to try to do some more schedule previews Now, I'm doing schedule previews all the way through the month of June. It's been probably a couple of weeks, I think, since I've done one. The next ones up on the list in no particular order are Notre Dame, Mizzou, Florida State, and Kentucky. Those are the next 4. As far as exactly when it's coming out, I don't want to tell you because there's been times where I planned on doing one and I said, hey, these are coming out, and they didn't come out, and I don't like misleading people. So it'll be one of the next 4 schedule previews that I do. That's the best I can tell you for right now. Joey Foster, thank you for hitting the super chat. He says, fire some couches, go Mountaineers. Still one of the best traditions in college football. I know they're not really supposed to do it anymore, but watching those hillbillies burn their couches is entertaining. Parker, thank you again for the super chat. He says, remember around this time last year we're also worried there'd be no college football season because of COVID. How does your mood compare right now to last year? Oh, it's night and day difference. Yeah, I don't have any worries this year. I mean, I haven't had any worries about this season for a long time. And then there were some questions maybe about attendance and non-con games going back 4 or 5 months ago, but all that's gone now too. I think you're going to see full attendance and full schedules pretty much for everybody. Maybe you have a team here or there that does something silly, but I think mostly you're going to have full attendance and full schedules. Hurricane T2Y, affectionately referred to in these parts around here, of course, as Pine.
Who the hell is Pine Cone?
I don't know who the hell Pine Cone is. He says, watch the movie Greater. It's pretty good. Thank you for the suggestion. Always looking for the next way to kill 2 hours on Netflix around here, so thank you. Bo Hunting says, the one thing that makes your show great, Lou, is that you actually interact with us. A lot of times we trash talk, but I think it's great. I love the trash talk aspect of college football, and I've said before, this channel could probably be a little bit bigger if I backed off on some of the trash talk. But I can't. I've been trash talking when it comes to college football for 20 years. I mean, I've only had a YouTube channel for 6 or 7 or whatever it is. But to me, trash talk is just a part of college football. It's one of the reasons I love college football so much. So I can't. I'd rather be me and have 38,000 subscribers than to just come on here and talk about how good everybody is all the time and have 100,000. I mean, not that I don't want 100,000. I wish I could find 100,000 people who enjoyed the trash talk, but it is harder to find. Here's the honest problem. I think you have to, I want everybody to think about the first Uncle Lou video you ever saw if you didn't know who Uncle Lou was. Chances are it was a video about your team because you were on YouTube searching a video about your team, or it showed up in your recommended feed, right? And chances are it was me talking about how terrible your team is. So there's a lot of people that are going to see that and not necessarily be in a hurry to subscribe, you know, and I understand that and I get that, but I always say the same thing. I think if people will take the time to watch 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, whatever, maybe come to a live show or two, I think those people are much more likely to subscribe and stick around. But I do understand that there's a lot of people who see Uncle Lou for the first time talking about how terrible Tennessee is and that's their favorite team, and they say, you know, screw this guy, and they never come back. That does happen a lot. You know, and I just have to accept that because I can't do it any other way. Jeremy Garrison, thank you for the super chat. He says, thank you for teaching Trash Talk 101. Has been fun and educational. You're welcome, Jeremy. Glad you learned something. And you know, you can always tell when somebody's kind of new to the Trash Talk thing, and maybe they even they like it and they want to get into it, but you can always tell when somebody's kind of new because they'll say something like, well, you can't Trash Talk Alabama. They win all the time. Of course you can Trash Talk Alabama. I don't care who you're a fan of. You can be a fan of the worst team in America. You can still trash talk the best team. There's always something you can say. The key is knowing what it is, because you can't just come on here and you can't come on here and say, man, Alabama's terrible. Bryce Young is terrible. Nick Saban doesn't know what he's doing. That's not trash talk. That's just you making shit up. But I can 100% come on here and say that Georgia killed Bear Bryant. I sure can. I can come on here and do the whole NASCAR speech and follow the ratings and how all these pretend Alabama fans and this and that. I can go on and on about how Jordan Bowman proudly admits he didn't become a Clemson fan until 2016. What a miracle. Same year they started winning. There's always a way to trash talk. Always. You just have to know enough to do it. And that's where, sticking around and following college football and reading articles and participating in these comment sections. And I tell you, I know a lot of people don't like Facebook. I get that. And so I understand. So forget Facebook in general. Join there are hundreds of groups on Facebook that are dedicated to trash talking college football 24 hours a day. And some of them have thousands and thousands and thousands of members in there. And you can pick up some good nuggets of information in there. I can sit back and watch an Alabama fan and an Auburn fan argue with each other in the comment section on Facebook for 20 minutes. And I can then learn a way to trash talk both teams. I can get something that the Alabama man says about Auburn and put that in my tank. And I can get something that the Barner man says about the Gump and put that in my tank and use it later. There's always something you can trash talk on. Yeah, Smata brings up a good point. Look at all these people in here that all they do half the time is type 1980. Never mind the fact they can't beat Georgia now. All they do is type 1980. Auburn is 3-15 against Georgia in the last 18 games. So what do they do when they show up here? 1980. So there's always something. There's always something. I'm going to get out of here. Oh, no. 2 more calls. Then we're getting out of here. Sorry. Good morning, y'all. With Uncle Lou.
Yes, sir.
What?
This is Mr. Tiger Baskins. Lou. How are you?
Oh, Tiger Baskins. Yes. Salute and konnichiwa in that for sending the Florida State man over here.
I had to. I should have a couple more coming this week, too.
Great news.
I've enjoyed it. I guess this is a part of Trash Talk, but Dog Nation really rubbed me the wrong way with the whole Justin Fields situation and how they treated it. And then I heard about the whole him sleeping at Mark Richt's house with his, all of that. And it's like, just pissed me off even more.
It rubbed me the wrong way, too. Listen, to anybody else that's new out here, at least 50% of the Georgia fans on planet Earth wish I would disappear tomorrow.
Wow.
In fact, Georgia might be the team I've talked the most trash about. Especially during the season, because I call it like I see it. Not that I'm right every time, but I don't sugarcoat things when it comes to Georgia. And I agree, the way Justin Fields was treated was absolutely wrong, and it still goes on to this day. I don't like it either. But whatever. What are you gonna do?
Well, look, I'm gonna help wrap it up really quick. First, there are 2 things. I got one, Golden Blue dude. I love you, dude, but you're in my talent show video, and I can't tell you guys what it is, but I kind of go at Westbrook. I actually go with everybody. Deshaun Watson's in it, so just want to let you know his video may be decent, but mine is going to be better. I will be attacking everybody, including Mr. Sam Pittman. So, yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up. You extremely like my video. But, yeah, dude, you're doing awesome. I'm going to let you go, let you wrap it up. I will call in next time.
All right, Baskins, it was good to hear from you, man, and thank you again for spreading the word about the channel, man. Listen, nothing helps a channel out. And this isn't just me. I'm not speaking for just me. Any YouTuber that you enjoy, whether they've got 100 subscribers or 1 million, the best thing you can do for a YouTuber that you enjoy is show that YouTuber to somebody else, whether it's, physically telling them about it, sharing that person's videos on your social media, whether that's Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is. That's the single biggest thing you can do for any YouTuber, not just me, because I know I'm not the only YouTuber y'all watch. People watch all kinds of different YouTube channels. And like I said, whether they've got 100 subscribers or 1 million, biggest thing you can do is introduce somebody else to them. That's the biggest thing you can do. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, good morning, Uncle Lou. J-Dub calling in from Ames, Iowa.
Hey,
did I actually hear we had a Baylor man in the stream tonight?
Yeah, the Baylor man's called in a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of taken back because I've been covering Iowa State football, shooting sidelines and shooting women's basketball here since 1990, and outside of Kansas, Baylor has the worst road fan base in the Big 12. They have fewer people show up every year, whether they're good or not. You don't ever see any Baylor fans show up in Ames. Hell, even the Jed Clampett, the Clampett clan, the Mountaineers, the Toothless Clampett clan from West Virginia, they make it out here to Iowa more than the Baylor fans do.
Oh, hell. He's trash talking fan attendance on road games. We have reached a new level of trash talking here.
Well, you just got to throw some crap around. I can't give any crap to Oklahoma and Texas because those fan bases do show up.
Yeah.
And when they were still in the Big 12, what you call the stolen valor, A&M, when they were still in the Big 12, they showed up. They showed up on the road. Their fan bases were heavily traveled. But I mean, a great day for the Georgia fans today. I mean, they got Eric Gilligan and Kendrick, who, lucky for him, he didn't pull a Plaxico Burress and shoot himself in the leg since he had the gun laying in his lap. But that's great news for the Bulldogs, and I agree with you. I mean, I don't know how, if you're a Georgia fan, you can't be excited about having those two additions.
Well, yeah, and it's the same thing when we land any other random 5-star out of high school and people say, oh, well, he's never going to do nothing at Georgia. Well, he ain't going to score nothing against Georgia either because he's on our team. So, I mean, I'd rather have him at Georgia and be a flop than at Alabama beating us in an SEC title game. I mean, so there's nothing bad about Georgia getting two. It's when you get two 5-star players in the same day, there's nothing bad about that. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's automatically a good day. I mean, how Bear Bryant dominated, because that was back in the day when you didn't have 85 scholarship limitations, and Bryant would go out and he'd put his number 7 wide receiver would start somewhere else in the conference, and if he couldn't get him to start for him, he just put him on the Alabama bench and make sure that Tennessee didn't get him, or LSU didn't get him, or Auburn or Georgia didn't get him.
Yeah.
And so you not only were you helping yourself, you were denying the other team.
Right.
So I mean, how adding two tremendous talents like Gilbert and Kendrick, whether they do squadouche in Athens, they're not doing it in Tuscaloosa, they're not doing it in Gainesville.
Right.
I mean, it's a plus for Georgia all the way around.
No, you're right. I agree. Some 5-stars end up being busts. Well, good thing we got 15 of them because they're not all going to be busts.
Yeah. I'll take my chances as opposed to Iowa State, who, if a 4-star walked on campus, they'd throw a damn parade.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence that the top 10 recruiting rankings look a lot like the top 10 final poll every year. That's purely a coincidence.
Yeah, Funny how that works out, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you might as well say
Hey, Lou,
hi. Go ahead.
First video I saw of you, you were drinking the Coke after the 17 national championship, and I thought to myself, and I mean this in a good way. This is exactly the kind of asshole I want to watch. This is the kind of guy who this is the kind of passionate guy. This guy is passionate, and he cares, and he's going to say whatever the hell he wants to say, and that's just how it is. And I thought, man, this is right up my alley. I don't care what he says about Alabama. I don't care what he trashes about him. I like the passion.
Yeah.
And but you're right. Sometimes somebody who just comes in here as new doesn't know what's going on, and they've been on some other site where they kind of hit each other with pillows,
right?
And then they come in here and all the shit's flying around and the mud's sticking to the wall, and they're like, "What the hell is this?"
You telling me that I'm exactly the type of asshole that you like to hang around might be the best compliment anyone has ever given me. I love that. You're my kind of. He's an asshole, but that's my kind of asshole.
Well, if this asshole ever gets down to that area, the Tommy fries will be on me.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks for taking the call, Lou. Great show tonight.
All right, J-Dub. Thanks, man. It's good to hear from you. Okay, there's no one else on hold, so I'm going to hang up the phone system. Bleeding myself dry over here. Man, what a great show. What a great show. I was all kinds of riled up, too. And you know what? Let's give credit to the callers, too. I was all kind of riled up, and they were ready. They were ready. The calls were good, too. They didn't let me push them around. Even Sea-Dog tried to fight back, and he looks like a marshmallow with a hat on. You know? Guy looks like a beanbag with legs. See, I can say that about Sea-Dog because he knows, because I've told him to his face and on YouTube a bunch of times that he's one of my favorite people, so I can rag him a little. I can rag him a little and get away with it. Cole Spinner, thank you for the super chat. He says, time to bring that natty home, Lou. I sure hope so. Traveling Fools, thank you for the super chat. He says, the coolest thing that happened in 1980 was the release of Pac-Man and Post-it notes. I didn't know Post-it notes came out in 1980. I think I've heard that about Pac-Man before, but Post-it notes. Megan said, that's my Lou on fire. Yeah, we had a good time. It's good to do this every once in a while in the off season. Trash talk is kind of like riding a bicycle in that you can just, once you get into it, it just all starts coming back. But still, if you go all off season without having a couple of shows like this, you do become a little rusty. So every once in a while, we got to get on here and yell and scream. You guys know how it is. Are you going to get a new she shed? No, I'm going to keep the same she shed. I love that she shed. No need to get a new one. Nothing wrong with the first one. Tiger Baskin says he was hopped up on Mountain Dew. Oh, boy. I did have fun tonight. I'm not going to lie. Now, the question we have to answer. Do we end the show? Do we just end the show? Or do we play music for a little while? Yes, we'll play a little music. How about that? Why do you do this every year? Do what every year? Rain. Thanks for watching every year, by the way. Appreciate you watching every year to know that I do this every year. But what is it that I do every year? I would love to know. I'll pick a song out to play. I'll pick a song out to play while you try to figure out what it is I do every year. Trash talk every year? Well, yeah, that's not going to change. That's not going to change. No.
When they see me off in traffic, they say Jeezy on some other shit. Send them pussy niggas running straight back to the dealership. Me, I'm in my spaceship, that's right, I work for NASA. This FNH is not a fraud. Call that bitch my bodyguard. Call that bitch your bodyguard. Yeah, that's my bodyguard. Wear a lot of jewelry. Young don't do security. What's whiter than a napkin? Harder than a dinner plate. If you want it, come and get it. You know I stay super straight. Ran up in my spot, so now I'm working out the Super 8. Know you niggas hungry. Come and get a super plate. Y'all sing happy birthday. Yeah, I got that super cake. 100 carat bracelet. I use it like some super bait. I put on for my city. On for my city. I put on for my city. On for my city. Put on. East side. South side. West side. I put on for my city. On for my city. I put on for my city. On for my city. Put on. East side. South side. West side. Let's go. Hat back, top back, ain't nothing but a young thug. AKs, I need to join a gun club. Big wheel, big straps, you know I like it super size. Passengers are red bone, her weave look like some curly fries. Inside fish sticks, outside tartar sauce. Pocket full of celery, imagine what she's telling me. Blowing on asparagus, the realest shit I ever smoked. Riding to that trapper guy, the realest shit I ever wrote. They know I got that broccoli, so I keep that Glock with me. Don't get caught without one. Coming from where I'm from, call me Jesus Hamilton. Flying down Camelton, so fresh, so clean, on my way to Charlotte. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city. Put on. East side, south side, west side. I put on for my city, on for my city. I put on for my city, on for my city. Put on. East side, south side, west side. Let's go. I put on.
You big dummy.
Who run it? You know you're acting like it down now. You run it. You know but you're acting like it down now. Who run it? You know you're acting like it down now. We run it. You know but you're acting like it down now. You know you're acting like it down now. I tell the club up fuck show. This flow is gonna bring more dough. And you know but you're acting like it down now. I say I run it, cause I'm in control. Hypnotic Hennessy, a couple shots of Patron.
Patron. I ain't you feeling nice. I get your eyes okay. Party poppin', shout the sister coming with me tonight. I ain't self-deleting, I ain't snapping and popping either. I'm bobbing my head or I'm just standing there watching. I'm a hustler, I hustle. You can tell that I'm paid and I protect what I got. I'm in the house with my blade, nigga. You front, you gon' get it. Okay, now maybe I'm sitting, cause I want you to trip. Yeah, I be on that shit. You should see when I'm stunting. I flash the stones to be walking. Push the whips to me rolling. You can tell that I'm howling. I'm just doing my thing. You know the units, the gang. I got my grind and shady with me. You front, you'll have to get me off your ass. A bit of lawsuit and laugh. It's not a big deal. It's nothing but some ass. You know you acting like you don't know. I tell the club up from show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you acting like you don't know. You know you acting like you don't know. I tell the club up from show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you acting like you don't know.
When we got together to do this music, the more we became enveloped, we just developed the fellowship through it. There's no pretension, it's friendship, me nemesis, assume nemesis. Same for him, it's just media, see the them, it's just images. With the shit, it's no gimmicks, it's just blood in and blood out. When it's beef, you just gotta know when the blood in and blood out. If there's a problem, we solve it, we don't resolve it. It usually just evolves into one big brawl, and we all get involved in it. We should all get a merit. This must beef we inherit and wear it like a badge of honor. Pass it around and share it and let it go to whoever's holding the most current beef on their shoulders. And the soldiers got their backs and it's over. But tonight we ain't coming here to beef with nobody. We came to party. Thanks, Cash is a Mr. Ferrari, so it's shady at the miss that. Back in that ass, you was asking this on. What kind of berserker possession is that?
You know you acting like you don't know. I tell the club up from show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you acting like you don't know. You know you acting like you don't know. I tell the club up from show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you acting like you don't know.
Pistol play, ricochet, see where the victim like. Slumped over, bleeding, JFK. Hates K to your chest plate. Cave, I will ride to the death. Do you rep that way? Forever, I'ma be a shady 7-4 gangster. Plus, I survive everything you got in that chamber. I thrive off the danger. Jumping it all beat, you keep talking shit. Now the squad call me.
Enough holding back the steam. M little for magazine. Dapper Dawn, Kappa Queens. Mixed in with Cassius King. Started off with half a dream. Developed into what you see. Telling ain't my cup of tea. Can't tell I'm a fucking G. I'm on automatic. When I'm at it, start static. And you splattered, shit shattered. I'm a walking bitch magnet. Spit it high, did it all the way to the limit. And I'm always on my pivot for my digits. You dig it? So
we run it. You know you acting like you don't know. I tell the club up from show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you acting like you don't know. You know you acting like you don't know. I tell the club up from show. This flow is gon' bring more dough. You know what you acting like you don't know.
Shit, man, them fuck ass kids on, nigga. Fuck me out the club, nigga. That don't mean nothing, nigga. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up, my nigga. Shit, let me show this motherfucker how hard this shit really is, homie. So I'm outside of the club and he think I'm a pawn. So I go to my loaded tank, 9 that's off in the trunk. I told him motherfucker, I ain't never scared. 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 Let that chopper go, plow, to your melon. When the plasma is oozing out of your cerebellum. Fuck, nigga, now you're swelling. We ain't talking hardcore, now is ya, little bitch. That ain't running scared of bigger nigga. Cause I put that heat to his hill bigger. Now I'm on that drink and own some of that day. My pistol's getting thirsty, now it needs another drink. So I'm outside of the club and he think I'm a pawn. So I go to my loaded tank, 9 that's off in the trunk. I told him motherfucker, I
pint. She take blood by the liter. I'll never leave her. My vicious vixen on liquor, send that ass to God quicker. No matter your religion, you Muslim, Hebrew, or Christian. She indiscriminate with punishment. She send them hissing. My gun's my favorite bitchin', and she got permanent PMS, and she stay bitchin'.
The club, anything I would fall. So I go to my loaded tank. Nah, that's all in the trunk. I told them motherfuckers, but I ain't never spent niggas. 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 I ain't never spent niggas.
No, I ain't bad, just don't kiss no ass or take shit. And I'm a grown man, find you somebody to play with. If you don't like me when you see me, better not say shit. I choke your ass out like Dre did that bitch. You better tell these pussies they ain't fucking with no record. I'm a bankhead nigga, I take your cookies. Hey, so don't make it a me or you situation. I had your partner down, I see you visitation. Like, hope for the best, but I don't think he gon' make it. Not the way he was shivering and shaking on the pavement. I tell you what, if you make it, call him Grace, cause he amazing. Find out these verses wasn't the only thing blazing. And just when you thought that I was done, I was saving the best for last. Nigga, kiss my ass like Delary. They my focus, best you just let them be. Cause I do the shit, pretend, confess, and never see.
So I'm outside of the club, anything I would fall. So I go to my loaded tank. Nah, that's all in the trunk. I told them motherfuckers, I ain't never scared. 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 Yeah, nigga. This way, come on, motherfucker.
No Limit Studio.
Yeah. Can I speak to P?
P ain't here.
Hey, yo, tell them Pastor Troy and them down South Georgia boys said, since everybody think they sold us, then what's up? We'll go to war.
My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. Hey, now what's up? Big mouth, big talk, big game. Deep pit, taking aim. Politics, I'm taking aim. Plenty rain, plenty shot, plenty chain, plenty block. Hang the heat, and I'ma keep them high. And I'ma take my cut straight off top. Cause I'm not nothing like anyone once on the mic. Wish you might, show you right. Have y'all thinking I'm very white. In the night, pack them tight. Call the fight, TKO. We got more. You ain't know. Numero. Keep it old. We burn it slow. We out the mode. Y'all switch it sweet and don't repeat. I'm too unique. Sit back, be quiet in the pack pre. I made the beat. You beat your meat. Yeah, punk. You touch yourself. It be Pastor Troy. DSGB. Represent until my death. To anyone else that want us, you can trust it. Ain't no real. You can talk that in my ear. But that shit till you come down here. Anyone else that want us, you can trust it. Ain't no real. You can talk that in my ear. But that shit till come down here. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. My nigga, fuck what you say. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. My nigga, fuck what you say. My nigga, fuck what you say. This shit is real. Fake soul, sold it, sold that. Stories grew old, old, old that. But I'm back, verse 2, and you know me. Ain't no old me, you die slowly. Holy Bible, assault rifle. Thou shalt not kill unless they make you feel like they superior. Nah, bro, who you with? DSGB, my clique. All the money that we can get in the mix, gonna pick. I'm like Vic, baby rub, pitch your neck up out your dub. Who the fuck you think I was? You never talking. What's up? If we acting up, you better be back. Limbo, re-up, red mouth, straight me. All these niggas be hating me because we keep all of these. OP, add an E, OPP, we ain't down. None of my folk don't fuck around. Quick spit, every round. Come on, clown, you so bad, you so raw, you so mean. In the car,
Look at me, all you see is the ring. I'm the king of the throne, still shown every song. Punk dude not live too long. Pass the toy and not just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, what's ain't it fighting, just say, my nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, what's ain't it fighting, shit. I made it Jerry my lobby, make they have it my hobby. Bought a little arm and hammer cookies that sell the copy. Got me watching for coppers, all I want is the proper. Niggas grinding with me, don't know they claiming they shit. So fuck TV, cause this real, just change your hair, take the station. Watch the story about hating, then another about facing. I'm taking risks to get it, but now I'm sick of this shit. So with these lack of dollars, we gon' flip it legit. I'm on this beat machine, about big as the calculator. Who would have ever dream? We hit the studio later, it's like I owe them bases for making me take this serious. Wanting for the struggle, cause you would not be hearing this. In the midst, I'm fresh about 3 times a day. What I'm doing down here, nigga, this why I stay. I just pray that I relate a message to some and let them know, goddamn, ain't no more play around. Shit, my nigga say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, no nigga fighting, just say, my nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA. My nigga fighting, just say, ain't no more playing GA.
Got me in a trance. DJ turn me up. Ladies, this your jam. I'ma sip Moscato. You gon' move the pants. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way you put it, girl. All I wanna do is sit back and watch you move and over and see the thought is
All that ass in your jeans. Ken Wale B, Ken Roscoe Ski. Long hair, she don't care. When she walks, she gets stares. Brown skin or a yellow bone. DJ, this my favorite song, so I'ma make it thunderstorm. Blood, want it, block of hell. Blow it, fuck it, I don't care. Blessings flying everywhere. Got my partner Roscoe like, bro, I'm drunk in hell. Can't you tell? 270 bands that fit this stat so fucking well. I'm trying to hit the hotel with 2 girls, that's wallow me. Hey, they did what I swallow. Hey, Moscato got a freaky. Hey, you got me in the trends. Please take off your pants. Please pop on the handstand. You got me sweating. Please let's be a fan. Damn.
Girl, the way you moving, got me in a trance. DJ turn me up. Ladies, this your jam. I'ma sip Moscato. You gon' move them pants. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way you put it, girl. All I wanna do is sit back and watch you move and over and see the thought is
She said, look my, no hands. She said, look my, no hands and no darling. I don't dance and I'm with Roscoe, I'm with Walker. I think I deserve a chance. I'm a bad motherfucker, going at some motherfuckers. A young handsome motherfucker. I sling that wood, I just nunchuck him. And who you with and what's your name? And you not hip, boo, I'm Wale. And that DC shit I rap all day. And my eyes red cause I all that haze. Don't blow my high, let me shine. Drum on the beat, let me take my time. Nigga want beef, we can take it outside. Fight for what, bro? These hoes ain't mine. Is you out your mind? You out your league. I sweat no bitches, I sweat out weeds. Wear out tracks, let me do my thing. I got 16 for this Roscoe thing, but I'm almost done. Let me get back to it. Whole lot of loud in the low backwood. Whole lot of money, big tip I would. I put on the train, little engine club, bitch.
Girl, the way you moving, got me in a trance. DJ turn me up. Ladies, this your jam. I'ma sip Moscato. You gon' lose them pants. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way you put it, girl. All I wanna do is sit back and watch you move and over and see the thought is Roscoe, okay. R-O-S-C-O, we Mr. Shorty, put it on me. Please, I be going ham. Shorty upgrade from baloney. Please, them niggas tipping good, girl, but I can make it fly. Cause I walk around with pockets that are bigger than my butts. Rain, rain, go away. That's what all my haters say. My pocket's stuck on overload. My rain never evaporates. No need to elaborate. Most of these ducks exaggerate. But I'ma get money, nigga, every day stuck. Nigga, ducks might get a chance after me. Bitch, I'm ballin' like I'm coming off a free throw. Skip the head of the game, no cheat code. Lambo, Roscoe, no street code. But your booty got me lost like Nemo. Go, 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 go on and do your dance. Right now. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Go. Girl, the way you moving got me in a trance. DJ, turn me up. Ladies, this your jam. I'ma sip Moscato and you gon' lose them fans. I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way you put it,
Something new.
Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll.
Niggas wanna try, niggas wanna lie. Then niggas wonder why, niggas wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with that shit on my brain? I resort to violence, my niggas moving silence. Like you don't know what our style is. New York niggas the wildest, my niggas is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. You fucking right, we did it. What the fuck you gon' do when we run up on you? Fucking with the wrong crew, don't know what we going through. I might have to show niggas how easily we blow niggas. Let me find out it's some more niggas that's running with yo niggas. Nothing we can't handle, break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle, just cause I can't stand you. Put my shit on tapes, like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight, then you haven't met the apes.
Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll.
It's y'all niggas crazy, I'll bust you and be swayzy. Stop acting like a baby, mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful, that's how niggas get down. Watch my niggas spit round, make y'all niggas kiss ground. Just for talking shit, clowns. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Fuck a dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that dream. 5 niggas on ravine, don't make it a murder scene. Give a dog a bone, leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave, my home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'ma pull papers, it's all about the papers. Bitches caught the papers and now they wanna rape us.
Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll.
Look what you done started. Ask for it, you got it. Had it, should've shot it. Now you dearly departed. Get at me, dog, did I rip shit? With this one here, I'll flip shit. Niggas know when I kick shit, it's gonna be some slick shit. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Oh, not anymore, cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door with that 4-4. Now it's time for bed, 2 more to the head. Got the floor red. Yeah, that nigga's dead. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. Niggas ain't never did shit to me. Bitch ass niggas can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this nigga rhyme, try to keep your mind on getting pussy and crime.
Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Snow, they came around looking for you the other day. Word, bust it.
Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go glam. I like you boom boom down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stand somewhere down the lane. I like you boom boom down. Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go glam. I like you boom boom down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stand somewhere down the lane. I like you boom boom down. Please, I'm gonna come in and they blow down my door. Rain it could pour through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reached my destination. Where the destination region out of east detention. Where I look down my pants, look up my bottom. So informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take them on the city, that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take them on the city, that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. So because them all they think them have more power. They on the phone, Mr. Dead One Hour. Me for once I use it once and now me call me lover. Lover who me calling on the one tell me. And me lover in my heart down to my belly. It's the name of me, I be cool and deadly. It's the one MC Shine and the one that is slow. Together we all have a Mr. Tornado Informer. You know that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take them on the city, that I'm a snowman, start somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer. You know that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take them on the city, that I'm a snowman, start somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. So listen for me, you better listen for me now. Listen for me, you better listen for me now. Bring me the rubber, the microphone, the rock and stay. It's the that I'm a snowman, yeah, the art to cut on. But I'm not in and out of the dance, I miss the way I come from. People them say I come from Jamaica, but me born and raised in the ghetto, no one shall be know. Pure brown people, man, is all I'm on. know. Yeah, my shoes and them tear up and my toes just a show. When me a ballin' on the one run so informer. You know, say that I'm a stormy, I go glam. I lick it boom boom down. Take them on the city, then I'm a stormy, start somewhere down the lane. I lick it boom boom down. Informer. You know, say that I'm a stormy, I go glam. I lick it boom boom down. Take them on the city, then I'm a stormy, start somewhere down the lane. I lick it boom boom down. Come with a nice young lady, intelligent, yes, she jungling Ari. Everywhere me go, me never left for a tally. You say that it's me, I the rum dance man. Rum it in a dance, I in a nation. You never know, say that I'm a stormy, I the boom shaka. Tell me never lay you down flat, and now I'm can't born dancer. You say that I'm a stormy, I go region at the top, so informer. You know, say that I'm a stormy, I go blame. I lick you boom boom down. Take them on the street, say that I'm a stormy, start somewhere down the lane. I lick you boom boom down. Informer. You know, say that I'm a stormy, I go blame. I lick you boom boom down. Take them on the street, say that I'm a stormy, start somewhere down the lane. I lick you boom boom down. Why would?
Me sitting round coolin' with my dibby girl. Police knock my door, lick up my pal. Rough me up and I can't do a thing. Pick up my line when my telephone ring. Take me to the station, black up my hands. Trail me down cause I'm hanging with the snowman. What I'm gonna do, I'm backed in a trap. Slap me in the face and took all of my gap. They have no clues and they wanna get warmer, but Sham won't turn informer.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go glam. I lick you boom boom down. Take them on the city, that I'm a stormy, start somewhere down the lane. I lick you boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go glam. I lick you boom boom down. Take them on the city, that I'm a stormy, start somewhere down the lane. I lick you boom boom down.
Make 'em say, Nigga, I'm the colonel of the motherfucking tank. Y'all after big things, we after big bank. Third world hustlers, soldiers and combat dealers and killers with truth that never gave a fuck about no hoes or no riches. And niggas come shop, I'm digging ditches. If we pulling strike, commander in chief. If fools run up wrong, nigga, I'm knocking out some teeth. I'm down here slanging, rolling with these hustlers. Trying to get rid of you haters and you busters. Stepping on toes, breaking niggas' nose. In the projects, niggas, anything goes. Breaking fools up cause I'm a no-limit soldier. Hey, these a salute, dip, pass me the doja. Make 'em say, na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Make 'em say, na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Make 'em say,
Stopping is right, a exorcism busting out the expedition. Bullet chopping haters, business all about the size of prisons. Our mission, they heard the scary, don't let me mercenary. I'm telling I better get because the worst of their red. I heard you making worry that this for the loot. They intimidated by the rounds that a tank shoot. Tank dogs salute. Every robbery is gone, that they know, everything they know. Me more
We get that bitch better respect this a step quick. Cause I got a vicious white hand, but you know what? My left is quick too. You the type of nigga that promotes violence. You might be right side. Step in the club and say something, get that motherfucker start to fighting. Bad, bold, I'm cold, extra see. BG niggas, my niggas out on 3D. And PC's the game, and I spit. No limit soldiers off my back. I run this motherfucking true niggas. And nah, bet y'all make it say back.
We capitalize and monopolize on everything we see. Keep pistols drawn and cocked. We got the industry locked. We can't be stopped. Too hot. Check the spots that we got on Gilbert. Take and set up roadblocks. We fading all you hoes. Want some more? Then let's go. Stretch it out like elastic. Zip that ass up in plastic. Have your folks picking caskets. We drastic. Our tactics is homegrown in the ghetto. So feel the wrath of this sister. It's like you fighting 10 niggas. Forget the baby voice. It's the biggest mama mia. The unladylike diva. Lyric old man eater. Believer or seer. And get that ass embarrassed. Egg your decision maker. Guaranteed you'll get carried away. So stay in your place when you hear mama speaking. Cannon spray, clear the way when you see the tank creeping.
I'm that nigga that rap, stick up too when they won't know how to do it. Used to be the living scene, the motherfucker with the bread and say, used to live off chopper tools. I done paid my dues, but still play the blues. Nigga play me like he was scared to lose. I'm still a fool, you ain't heard the news. I wasn't know them nigga make a major move. I won't stop now, bitch. I can't stop. You can't stop me. So bitch, don't try me. We true soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling. Nah. All the boys bitches take a bad inside the group for hallelujah. Niggas going to war, gotta fight that shooting inside rumors. 50% he there, we there. Beware, see there, still that female, mama there, be there. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars. I roll with nothing, but them no limit riders. I get down, nigga, I hold my tank up high. Watch how many bitches get wild. Nah. Make them say,
ring, king, king, 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 ring, king, king.
Martin had a dream. Martin had a dream. Kendrick have a dream. All my life I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from less child. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud nine, and this 9 is never on vacation. Start up that Maserati and vroom vroom, I'm racing. Popping pills in the lobby, and I pray they don't find her naked. And I pray you niggas is hating. Shooters go after Judas. Jesus Christ, if I live life on my knees, ain't no need to do this. Park it in front of looters. Next to that church is chicken. All you pussies is losers. All my niggas is winning, screaming all my life. I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from less child. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Wifey, girlfriend, and mistress. All my life I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from less child.
Kendrick, where you at? Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you being no goddamn parent. Nigga, where my goddamn dominoes at? In 3-4 days. Alright. Well, fuck it. When you get back, nigga, I want my goddamn dominoes. Yeah, alright, nigga. Yeah, alright, nigga. Just call me back. Shit. Always talking that Compton shit. I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, but you got a Compton hat on, though.
So what? Shit, get back to smoking my damn weed. Shit. Girl, I want your body. I want your body, cause you got that big old fat ass. Girl.
I got 25 lighter on my dresser. Yes, sir, put fire to that ass, body cast on a stretcher. And her body got that ass that a ruler couldn't measure. And it make me come fast, but I never get embarrassed. And I recognize you have what I've been wanting since that record that Adina Howard had. it fast to impress her. She rolling, I'm holding my scrotum imposing. This voice here is golden, so fuck y'all, I goes in. And all my life I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from less shout. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Wifey, girlfriend, and mistress. All my life I want money and power. Respect my mind, no nigga, it's go time. I roll in dough with a good grind, and I run that hoe with a bouton. That's a relay race with a bouquet. They say, K, you gon' marry mines. Biatch, no way. Biatch, no way. Biatch, no way. Biatch. Okay, I'm never living life confined. It's a failure, even if I'm blind. I can tell you who, what, when, where, how to sell your game right on time. Biatch. Go play, biatch, go play, biatch, go play, biatch. I look like OJ killing everything from pussy to a motherfucking hit boy bitch. She pussy popping, then I got options like an audible. I be C-O-M-P-T-O-N. I win, then ball at your defeat. C-O-M-P-T-O-N. My city mobbing in the street, yelling. All my life I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from less shout. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Wifey, girlfriend, and mistress. All my life I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from less shout. Let it run, Ali. Martin had a dream. Martin had a dream.
Fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawning, now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my nigga Pop from the barber shop. Told me he was in the gambling spot and heard the intricate plot. A niggas wanna stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Slow down, love, please chill, drop the paper. Remember them niggas from the hill up in Brownsville that you rolled dice with? Smoke blood and got nice with? Yeah, my nigga Fame up in Prospect. Nah, them my niggas, nah, love wouldn't disrespect. I didn't say them, they schooled me to some niggas that you knew from back when you was clocking minor figures. Now they heard you blowing up like nitro, when they wanna stick the knife through your windpipe slow. So, thank Fame for warning me, cause now I'm warning you. I got the Mac, nigga, tell me what you gonna do. Damn, niggas wanna stick me for my paper. 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 They heard about the Rolexes and the Lexus with the Texas license plates out of state. They heard about the pounds you got down in Georgetown, and they heard you got half of Virginia locked down. They even heard about the clip you bought your mom South Florida, the fifth corridor. Call the coroner. It's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burglar alarm starts ringing. What you think all the guns is for? All-purpose war got the Rockwellers by the door, and I feed them gunpowder so they can devour the criminals trying to drop my decimals. Damn, niggas wanna stick me for my cream, and it ain't a dream. Things ain't always what it seems. It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they wanna grab their guns and come and get ya. Bet your Biggie won't slip. I got the calico with the black talons loaded in the clip, so I can rip through the ligaments. Put the fuckers in the bad predicament where all the foul niggas went. Touch my cheddar, feel my Beretta. Fuck when I'ma hit you with your motherfuckers better duck. I bring pain, blood stains on what remains of his jacket. He had a gun, he should've packed it, cocked it. Extra clips in my pocket so I can reload and explode on your asshole. I fuck around and get hardcore. C4 to your door, no beef, no more, nigga. Feel the rough, scandalous. The more weed smoke I puff, the more dangerous. I don't give a fuck about you or your weak crew. What you gonna do when Big Papa come for you? I'm not running, nigga, I bust my gun in. Hold on, I hear somebody coming.
Come in fast as I can. Just bring your motherfucking ass on. Come on. We getting close. Huh? It's right over here. You sure it's Biggie Small's crib, man? I'm sure, motherfucker. Come on. You better be his motherfucking house. Fuck, man. This better be this motherfucker's house. Oh, shit. What? What's wrong?
got a red dot on your head too. Oh shit!
Yeah, hard body. Carter. Yeah. Let's go. Cash money, young money, motherfuck the other side. They can fuck with us if they want, I bring them homicide. Word to my mama, I'm gon' continue bombing. Told her getting out the game is like coming out of a coma. I'm trying, but I'm normal when this rap shit get boring. All I ask is that you pray for me, please. And the beat keep crying, and I'ma keep beating her. I'm fucking her, I'm deep in her, sleeping her. And what happens when the reaper comes? I'm just hoping that he sends that elevator up. I made enough, I ain't make shit. So while I'm here, I'ma take that and take this. Breakfast, yes. Let's eat, wipe your mouth when you finish. Then hunt for the lunch and dinner. No beginner to the criminal activity. Fuck with them, they rushing in like Seminoles. Indians, no bow and arrows, Harrow. Just leaders, Gina. Just choppers, Robert. Carter 2, tell me how is you gon' stop a riot? I lock and seal it, I'm the best, I can feel it. I'm in the lead, I can pop a wheelie. Not for rookies, late bloomers, stay in the boom. I'm here, motherfucker, make room. Boom! Young Tune, the big kahuna. It's my ocean, baby, y'all niggas is tuna. Better now than sooner. Junior, flying around your city, trying to take a number tune, yeah. I ain't guarding no West special, I won't never leave. Shit, I'm already a legend if I ever leave. Can't get rid of me, not little me. Man, I got him, I'ma get him beat. I'm hungry like I didn't eat. I want it like I didn't see a meal before 17. What the fuck you niggas telling me? You pups can't keep up with the pedigree. Catch me where the weather be, somewhere in the 70s. Call myself settling, palm trees, promethazine. But what's new? Sometimes I can't cut through that rough loop. Get fucked so many times to this fuck you. Fuck so. How you won't do it, baby? We can get it. All you gotta do is say it, and I'm with it. Money, you murder, you my nigga, my jelly preserver. I'ma ride, baby. Tell the judge, give me a verdict, yeah. Hit me or heard me, I get it and serve it. Cause every time I did it, I hit it and heard it, yeah. Now I kill it, the mission accomplished, yeah. The niggas abolished, the bitches astonished, and then they pay homage, when did they find it? But now that they know it's a must, I remind them so they don't forget it, I underline it. And I'm in the sky when the thunder's crying, youngin', I've been through all that. I done done what you saying, I put it down when the others was playing. When the jungle was open, I rolled in with the riders. Stole food from the bears and brought it back to the lions. Whole court with the ace, I'm a gorilla but lighter. Got the eye of a tiger, the heart of a fighter, yeah. Start 'em, ignite 'em, I walk through fire. Watch the flames start multiplying. Woo! Yeah, alter nigga, Nina talk to a nigga. Take a chunk out your body like a shark bit a nigga. I'm awkward like Cartwright, fuck with a nigga. Shot ugly but my arch right. Come on dog, bark, bite. Fork in the road, I'm always going right. Nowadays knowing life ain't no more road lights. We can't see but we gon' make it to the finish line. It's right there, the goal line, right behind the scrimmage line. Touchdown, check the scoreboard, give me mine. Send me 9, fit me fine. Hit a nigga 20 times. Damn, one more to the face, just so they close the casket like I paid to close the case. I'm made straight mafia shit. Front line, top rank, ready to die for my shit. And the obvious shit, if I talk about my rivalry, they probably get rich. So fuck 'em, I'ma let 'em sit. And I ain't ducking cause I'm right here. I'm chesting up, I don't care who at the top of the stairs, I'm stepping up. See you fucking up the money, baby, and they ain't good business. You starting to look like a witness. And this is for the gangsters and the bitches, the hustlers and the hoes. Crossover, whatever, mainstream no. Cause Wayne thinks solid, Wayne'll never fold. You heard it right here if the game was ever told. You lift up your toes and look under the rug. Trust me, that's history under all that dust. So deep down in the dirty there lies us. Yeah, cash money records and I'm still up front. Stun up, pop up a bottle, baby, peel us a blunt. Let's eat and talk about all of the niggas we cut. What? You know what? Let's not fuck up our lunch. That's real shit if you ever seen such. Check.
I'm a psycho.
Welcome to the
Yes.
No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner.
Mr. West is in the building, swagger on 100,000 trillion. Hey yo, I know I got it first. I'm Christopher Columbus, y'all just the pilgrims. Thanksgiving, do we even got a question? Hermes pastel, I passed the dressing. My attitude is tattooed, that mean it's permanent, so I guess we should address it, huh? My swagger is Mick Jagger. Every time I breathe on the track, I asthma attack it. Why he so manful? Why he gotta have it? Cause I slay my whole life, now I'm the master. Nah, nah, nah. How I feel to wake up and be the shit and a urine. Nah, nah, nah. Tryna get that Kobe number, 1 over Jordan.
Got a bop like this, can't wear skinny jeans cause my knots don't fit. No one in the corner got a pocket like this, so I rock jeans cause my knots so big. You can learn how to dress just by checking my fresh, checking my fresh, checking my fresh. Follow my steps, it's the road to success, where the niggas know get better when the girls say yes. But I can't teach you my swag. You can pay for school, but you can't buy class. School of hard knocks, I'm a grad in that all blue Yankee. It's my graduation cap. It's over. Dipping rovers, whipping with the soda. Over. Did you even have any doubt after doubt? It was over. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like us.
No one on the corner has swagger like moi. Church, but I'm too clean for the choir. I require what I desire. I got stripes, I did guys. Mommy scream, Poppy, no mask. Run up in your shit, just me, no mask. Running this shit like I got 4 thighs. No one has swagger like these 4 guys. And when it comes to styles, I got several. Sharper than a swagger dagger, all metal. And my jewels, blue and yellow. The type of shit that make them call you Carmelo. Rules as follows, stay true to the ghetto. Write your name on the bullet, make you feel special. Ha! What the fuck you boys talking about? I know it's us cause we the only thing to talk about. And I'm gone.
That's right. Hey, you can go see Weezy for the wordplay. G's easy for the bird play, Kanye easy for diversity, and me for controversy. I'm a versus picture perfect on the spit to serve a purpose. You ain't living what you kicking and you're worthless. Looking from the surface, it may seem like I got reason to be nervous. Then observe my work and see that my adversity was worse. Versus autobiographical, absolutely classical. Last thing I'm worried about is what another rapper do. Ain't nobody hot as me, even if they rap their ass off, blast off and have outstanding quality. Sell a lot of records, I respect it and salute that. But spend real life on hot beats, I'm the true fan. You kick it like me, no exaggeration necessary. Living revolutionary, nothing less than legendary. Gangsta shit hereditary, got it from my dad. Flow colder than February with extraordinary swag. Okay. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So you know this, huh? Yeah. Okay. Tell me, brother, shout it. Yeah. That's right.